Son of a bit. Hey!
Hello!
Hey.
And welcome to another session of NifD&D Elemental Evil / Princes of the Apocalypse. It's been a little while since we've streamed this campaign. We've been trying to finish off Tomb of Annihilation and getting ready to start our newer campaign, Pirates of Kalhimar, which you can check out in the past broadcast if you're interested. That just started a session ago. And yeah, it was a very interesting session. But enough about that. We're going to move on to the ugly middle child of our D&D streams.
What does that make Riensing?
It's the kind of fresh, newborn, innocent.
But it's a bit special. It's a bit disappointing. It's not going to amount to the same amount as the
Can you
other.
close cut?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say so, but
Well, as its father, I'm allowed to.
Just like I can call this campaign ugly.
Yeah. Only because we batter it.
Jamie left that campaign to get a pack of smokes.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
I'll come back in.
Eventually, Elbort will leave for his package,
Yeah.
so don't you worry. Anyway, I've again got distracted by other campaigns.
Derailed so fast.
So, yes, I will do a quick recap of the story so far, as well as what happened last session. But first, we will do our player introductions, starting with the man on the left.
Hey, I'm the man on the left. You may know me as Tom, or 10 minutes to 3.
Excuse me, I need to change a chat name.
I'm playing Calludine Husk, who is a drow bard who plays the viola and has no stones.
Nice. Sup, as always, I'm Dan. I'll be playing my beautiful boy Cyclone, the Air Genasi rogue, who plays the daggers.
Hello, I'm Jamie, the original Pooh, and I am playing Fork Undeep. He is a lawful good necromancer, except that he isn't lawful good anymore because his book's messed up. Yeah, it's gonna...
I don't think any of us are lawful anymore.
No, so I'm gonna spend some time killing some fools that kidnapped my brother, who may be a zombie as well.
Elliot, you're the only one not wearing a hat today.
Lastly, the man on Skype.
Hello, I'm Joe. Some people know me as Ferrets. Most people know me as Joe. And I'm playing Kurt, who's a little bird boy with a little bit of a pickle. Some call it a fetish, but I think that's, I think some people just don't understand, things like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit unfair.
I don't.
I love Joe so much.
He's okay.
I'm really glad someone does, honestly.
Oh god. Honestly,
Yeah.
90% of my love goes towards Joe.
Oh,
Damn.
I guess we should move out.
We've got to fight for 2.5% each. Oh no,
Who
wait, it's
said
3.
100% was my limit?
The laws of percentages. Are we level 11?
You are a level 11.
Hello,
So,
Bill.
11.
in the story so far, you guys came to the area known as the Desserin Valley, looking for a delegation that had gone missing. It was full of important historians and was very well guarded, so it was a weird thing that it went missing. They were travelling from the city of Mirabar in the north to the town of Golden Fields in the south. Through your investigations, you found that this delegation had been taken out and captured by some elemental cults who have been operating in the area, causing general trouble and making everything in the area bad. And then through your investigations, also you found out where these elemental cults were operating out of. At first, they were kind of on the surface of the Desserin Valley, and you took out the air, water, and fire kind of surface level cult places, and you infiltrated, importantly, the stone cult, and did a very good job on your kind of, what should I call it? Your pretense that you were a member of the stone cult, and that has kind of advanced you through the campaign very nicely. And through doing that, you've gotten missions from the stone cult to take out some of the other cult leaders, which was like Asarai Kalanoth of the air cult, who you took out in the Temple of Howling Hatred, and then you went off to kind of disrupt the other kind of second level cult places underground, as well as exploring and securing the kind of second level cult place for the stone cult under the orders of your kind of, not so much leader, but you're kind of the person working above you known as Mirage, who is a mud sorcerer who works for both the water and the Stone Cult. Through your actions with the Stone Cult as well, you've managed to bring about quite a strong alliance between the Water Cult and the Stone Cult. And Mirage is actually planning to merge the two cults together and become the leader of both of them that you found out quite recently. And she's hoping to use you guys as her kind of her means to an end of doing this. That's pretty much all you need to know about the story so far. You just got back from the kind of second level fire cult place, taken out the one leader there, Bastion Thamander, met up with an old friend called Xenos, which was one of the old player characters, saved him from being killed, and disrupted the fire cult through means of killing one of their leaders and inciting a revolt within the fire cult, so that hopefully they would do your dirty work for you and take out the other leader who was left on that level, called Lysi Calderos. That's pretty much all you need to know. I believe you ended the session on the way out. No, you went back to Red Larch.
We got to Red Larch and we started setting up shop.
Okay.
Also, just remember, we've got a fire devastation orb. The box that
We're gonna put it in the
Open that inside the sea
in a
turtle.
turtle's stomach.
if we need a place to store your brother, we now own a building with a basement.
I know, he's in there.
Cool.
I've spoken to Grant.
Sick.
He's locked in there.
So you're in Red Larch. You've just arrived back from the fire cult. What would you like to do?
Would you like my notes?
Oh yes, do your session notes from the last session.
So this is session 36 now, so in session 35, we pissed about in Red Larch for a bit and went to see the B team briefly. We've invested a lot of gold into this pickle business and we've bought them a shop. We arrived near the fire cult base and teleported in to save Fork's brother. He was undead. Kirik's friend Lil Zan was also there and was a prisoner, so we brought him out and went to break the news to Fork about his brother. Apparently he's supposed to be undead. Great. We sent Lil Zan off to Red Larch with the remaining red slard and we teleported back in. And the guards immediately saw Kirik and Fork. There was a big old fight, but we just about managed. We ended up using the last of our spell slots attempting to get Fork's brother out, but he fucked it up, so we had to stay in the cell overnight for a rest. We met a Water Genasi prisoner and he told us that the leader of the fire cult, Vanifa, had left the cult and it was being run by Bastion Thamander and Lysi Calderos. We agreed to get him out and Fork and Kirik teleported out. Myself and Cyclone and Tsunami, our Water Genasi friend, stayed behind to explore for a little while. Turns out the red slard crystal shattered because Cyclone got in the bag of holding. Lil Zan killed the red slard though, so all is well. Me and Cyclone stole a golden mask from a dwarf tomb and Tsunami showed us where Bastion Thamander was. We snuck in. He has Xenos held prisoner. Cyclone killed him in one turn as per usual. We freed Xenos. I pretended to be Bastion and told all his men to kill Lysi. Fingers crossed on that one. Tsunami said he would find his own way out and left, and we headed back to Red Larch with Xenos, Lil Zan, and continued work on Kirik's pickle store. That's it.
So there you go. Yeah, you're in Red Larch. You're all kind of, I'll say, you're all working, doing various things around the pickle shop, like painting or like hammering nails. Getting it all ready.
Not into anything. Just in the walls.
Just like getting ready for the big opening.
Yeah.
Grund is there, like kind of completely misspelling Kirik's pickles on like the big signs going out front. Someone else should probably be doing that job.
He insisted.
Artistic talent.
Yeah.
Oh,
so good at
the
cursing.
calligraphy is beautiful, but it is spelt horrifically.
It's Piccall.
Pickals. So yeah, what do you?
Kirik is spelled with a PH for some reason.
And it's silent as well.
Kirik.
Ferret. I don't know. I guess. How's the shop looking? How's it? How much more work is it going to take?
He's just written Pickle Rick on the side.
I would say 2 to 3 good days work, and it'll be ready for kind of like pickle sale and manufacture.
With the entrance to the basement of this place, where is it?
Let me find it. So it's on the
I would have told everyone that the bro's down there. He's having a nice time.
You just told everyone.
Oh, you guys.
Okay.
An old cellar door in the back of his cluttered work yard. So it's in the kind of like the kind of outside back bit where like he would have done like the outdoor kind of maintenance on wagons and stuff when this was a wagon
We'll
shop.
just like park a wagon on it or put some boxes on top of the door so it's a bit harder to find.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's chained up. I'm taking no chances. It is like it looks sinister.
Is he chained inside the basement as well?
It's several places, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's actually not a basement; it's a pathway to the quarry.
Oh, that's going to be useful.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Nick Frost at the end of Shaun the Dead. Like it's kind of that. Like
Okay.
yeah.
So it can't be got into from the other side of the quarry, can it? Can we block it off?
It can be at the moment, yes.
Okay.
We will have block that one off.
Okay, so yeah, fairly easily, like it's a quarry. There's like stones around. Like Grun spends like half a day just kind of like blocking it up with like rocks and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty. It's like it's there still. Like someone could spend time to like remove the rocks and like stuff, but you think why would they?
Yeah. If they do, they're just going to meet a zombie. Like.
Yeah.
Shall we head out?
Yeah.
Go kill some fire boys?
Yes, I'm certainly game for such an idea.
Is there anything else that we want to do here? I can't think.
I'm fully we can possibly buy some potions.
Any traders moving through town or?
Let's see. Trade seems to be kind of like a bit of a lull at the moment. One thing you have noticed after kind of like after the last few days kind of travelling back to Red Larch and kind of just being in the general area, you've noticed that the weather has gotten even more unpredictable than it already was. There's like rainstorms are lasting both for a longer amount of time and they are harder than you've ever known rain to kind of like fall in this area before. There's reports kind of going around and rumours of buildings kind of like the fireplaces like acting of their own accord and setting houses on fire and things like that, and earthquakes just kind of like erupting even in areas that have never had kind of seismic trouble before, as well as kind of like hurricanes and thunderstorms just tearing apart like forests and villages. So people are tending to be a bit more cautious and staying inside. So you notice that the trade seems to be kind of winding down a little bit at the moment.
Like the idea of like it's literally like apocalypse level shit. Like natural disasters everywhere. Should be a bit more cautious with travelling. Like not quite as much.
This is Faerun though, so like
Honey?
they gotta like they're still gonna get on with that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
If they stop the first time the apocalypse has come around, no one will get anything
Oh
fucking done.
no.
Looks out window, sees hurricane tearing through countryside and just closes curtains.
See Tiamat fly past like, nope, not going out today.
Some adventurers will fix that.
Oh, there's Fargrim. Nice.
Sees a red dragon. I guess I'm taking my umbrella today.
Everyone in Faerun has fireproof umbrellas.
Yeah, I guess there's not much else. I guess visit the chief of police. Is he right?
Constable Harbrook.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
My friend, the sheriff.
The child arrester. That sounds really bad.
I mean, he did arrest a child.
Yeah.
But in fairness, he wrongly arrested a child that was wrongly accused. But anyway, yeah, he's
Who's
in
that child? Did we ever see him again?
Oh, he
Definitely.
yeah.
You're the death
he's
star.
just juvie.
Oh god.
He's gonna come out hard. He's like, fuck, undeep.
Was he not let out? Did Falk not admit to like the crime?
I believe I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I got them out.
Oh my god.
He was just like a little boy in the village, so like he's
Yeah.
just around like.
We spot him like lurking around corners. Just, oh, is he still there?
Eating
Yes.
apples, like staring at you.
For the fire cult. So yeah, you head over to the butcher shop that you know that Harbrook works out of, and you kind of like go to the back room where like him and his two other constables kind of like.
Honestly, a real fortune that they didn't take up this building before we did. What with them being the police force, you'd think they'd get priority.
Well, you see, the cages and stuff are all set up. In the
That's
butcher shop,
true.
so-
Yeah.
And they're poor, so.
And that.
So yeah, you going up to Harbrook?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot, yeah.
So yeah,
I think
Yeah,
I'm
Harbrook.
with a complaint, so.
Kirik has a complaint, but we'll deal with that later.
He's kind of sat at his desk, like reading through some kind of like some kind of old like documents and stuff like that. And he sees you kind of the door's open. He sees you kind of like appear at the door. He's like, "Oh, Clean, you right there?"
Good afternoon. Yes, no, not much to report really. I just wanted to see if there was anything going on with you.
Oh no, there's just all these storms making it awful quiet around here. Not many people coming through the town.
I can imagine.
Anything you can tell me about that? Anything we should be worried about?
I don't think we know anything about anything causing storms, do we?
I mean, we don't know an exact cause. I mean, we can.
probably to do with the cults.
Yes, we can poke around. We know about. Yeah, it.
Well, yeah, I can't even
Yeah.
assume that much.
It's a sort of.
Anything I can help with? He kind of stands up with his like short sword and like his like leather armor.
Do you want to come on the raid?
Do
Do you want to come on the raid?
We're about to delve deep into the fire cult's base and fight an Afridi. If you want to.
Oh, he sits back down. He's like, I think I'll leave that one to you, fellas.
Oh, fair shout. Come
That's
on.
quite alright, no, it's absolutely fine. We should be able to handle it. Is there anything you guys need? I suppose just to sort out this weather.
Well, you stop the weather from playing up. If
Yeah.
we need to trade back, we're a market town and we rely on people coming through.
That's true.
Well,
As
yeah,
does, I imagine, your new establishment.
Yeah, we've opened up a new shop. So
When's that? When's the opening date? Like, when does it go?
when the weather's
Boy,
fixed.
why are you asking me? It's your
I was asking them.
End of the campaign.
End of the campaign. Okay, cool.
Grand opening.
Final session, we cut the room.
Do you mean Grund opening?
It's probably because it's how he spelt it as well.
Grund opening.
Fucking hell, Grant, that's not how you spell grand.
What are you doing, Jamie?
Moving the camera down a little bit because it's cutting off my chin.
Cutting off my damn head. Binch.
You tilted it too much to Tom now. Wait, you sit down. You sit down. I'll grab this.
Sit
I
down.
can do it.
Fucking sit
There
there.
you go. That's much better.
So, anything else that you're doing?
I'm all good personally.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for us to.
Okay, you're gonna.
Am I able to revert to previous saves?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
The only previous save you can go back to is the one before Xenos left. That was the last time you saved.
Oh.
Okay, can I save now?
No, enemies
Because
are
I'm
too-
feeling.
Enemies are too close.
Look, you see the,
That explains
you see
it.
the child like peering around the corner with the dagger.
Gonna say I'm feeling cathartic. Let's just blow up Red Larch and then revert. Just like fuck.
So yeah, what would you like to do? Are you going to head off, or are you going to
Let's start heading.
Yeah.
So are you heading back to the fire cult?
Can
Yep.
we get some health potions before we
Oh yeah. Are there any
Was there
anywhere we
anything-
know we could get some?
The best place would probably be to see if there are any merchants in the inn.
Oh, my mate.
There's also
Yeah, my mate.
Oh yes, Valaview.
Valavir.
Some of us go to the inn, see if there's any traders. Some of us go to Valvo, and
I'll go to Valavo.
Yeah.
I'll pop over to the inn if you want to come with me.
I'll give you 500 gold
Whoa.
to get potions with.
Whoa. Thank you.
So who's going where?
Valvo.
I'll go to the inn.
In.
Kirik, where are you off to? You going to go to the inn or are you going to go to the shop?
Let's go to the inn.
Okay, so Fork on his own to the shop, and you three go to the inn. I will do... The inn is slightly close to where you are, so I'll go to the inn first, and we'll come back to the shop. So the three of you kind of bust into the inn. It's a little bit quieter than usual. You see that there's probably about 10 people in total in this kind of quite large inn, which you're used to being kind of near full capacity, which would be like kind of close to 70 to 100 people. The one person you do instantly notice in there is you see kind of Zanzu sat at the bar on his own, kind of like dagger like embedded into the bar, just kind of like sat there, kind of like with drink in his hands, kind of just like looks quite drunk.
Which one's that?
I'm going straight to Senzu.
Curious, mate.
Ah, fucking hell, mate.
Are you sat here fucking drinking while we're building up this shitting bar?
I've got fucking nothing to do with it.
Just
What do you mean you got nothing to do with it? We're hiring you to be on the store.
Ah, fuck. Is it open yet?
No, not yet.
Well, then tell me when it's fucking open.
Fine. Can I have it? Am I alright to drink with you?
He slides over his like current drink, which is about half empty, and just kind of like slides it over to you. He's like, "You can have that one if you want. I'm good."
Alright, fine then.
Sloppy seconds. What are the two of you doing?
Just looking for any merchants that maybe step.
Merchant. Hello, merchant. Just go there every day.
One of you can give me a check at advantage.
What kind of check?
Investigation.
I want to quickly, while this roll's happening, Dan got this fantastic pack of magic items that it does. Invisible. And it's wonderful. It's little cards
God was at advantage.
of all of them. So I've got out the Staff of Lightning because I didn't know what it was and I don't want to look at the book. It says at the back, for details, see this page in the Dungeon Master's Guide. So fuck knows why we bought them.
18.
18. Yep. You see kind of one guy in the corner of the room, kind of like this one kind of guard in this like blood red armor, like head to toe, and this kind of guy in this like beautifully embroidered purple and gold kind of robes, and this big long wizard hat kind of like pointing up to the ceiling. And you notice this is kind of the only person in here that's not just kind of dressed in like kind of daily clothes or like armor or anything like that.
Is that AU Fork?
You look like a fancy chap.
Hello, my friends. What can I do for you?
We'd
The
like
act
to,
isn't necessary, we just want to buy something.
we'd like to speak to the manager guarding, please.
What?
I was taking this. Don't worry.
I know he's my guard. You see, I need protection.
Oh. What do you need protection from?
People with knives and swords and guns and... No, not guns. Those don't exist yet.
That's okay. Well, we don't have knives as well.
I
We have knives
can
as
see that you're very well armed.
We're not going to use them on you, of course. We're just looking to purchase.
You literally have like 10 great swords
I can
strapped
see
to your
them.
person.
I'm not going to attack you. I haven't got my weapon drawn. We're just looking to buy some
This is an
potions.
inn. A place of companionship.
No, that's okay. No, I've said that we're not going to attack you. We just want to buy some potions. Have you got any potions on you?
I've got a couple.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Are you a purveyor of magical items at all?
I wouldn't say a purveyor, more of a collector.
Oh.
Collector.
You hear the pitter-patter of footsteps as Fork bursts through the door. Magic items! Hello!
With thunder waves through the wall.
Blows the front of the inn like, hello!
Yeah, a collector, I'd say.
Oh.
Amazing.
Marvelous.
What kind do you have?
Oh, well, back in my home, I've got many and far-reaching room of beauteous wonders, but on me I have but a select few that I take on my travels.
Do you have any... Look, let's start basic. Do you have any healing potions?
Samuel, fetch the potion bag.
And you see it's kind of like, there's like 3 bags on the floor, and Samuel kind of like picks up one that kind of like clatters as he picks it up. And kind of like...
All of the bottles are smashed.
he looks through and he's like, seems like we've got 4 greater healing potions.
How much for the lot?
Let's call it 200 gold.
Done.
Damn.
We'll divide these up after. Also, I'm personally looking for a specialty potion.
Oh, specialties.
Do you happen to have a potion of invisibility, something that could make me invisible?
I can do that.
True, but if we have a potion of it, you wouldn't need to use a spell slot.
No, I suppose.
Check the bag, it's the invisible one.
He kind of looks through it and he kind of like pulls out just what looks like a completely empty vial, and he's like, yep, got one.
How much for that one?
That should be 500.
Also done.
Very well. It's turning into quite a good day, Samuel. And you fine fellow, not here to enslave me, are you? Just a joke. I mean, no offense. We're in a place of companionship. Please don't kill me. Stand ready, Samuel. I think it's coming to blows.
What's your name?
I am Geraldo. Geraldo Fortescue.
Geraldo Fortescue.
Yes,
Amazing name. I like it.
collector and purveyor of fineries.
Would you be willing to buy a staff of thunder and lightning?
What? Where did that voice come
I'm
from?
here now.
You gotta come to the inn instead?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Can I pop over and say hi?
Yeah, so you kind of like, I'll do your conversation first, but yeah, you see his carrot kind of starts to come over towards you.
I'm not actually looking for anything in particular. I was looking for healing potions.
No.
Cyclone seems to have that covered. But have you got anything particularly interesting potion-wise? Or anything else, actually? What's in the other 2 bags?
Oh, well, the one bag is my clothes and my sundries, and
Okay, not interested in that so much.
the other bag is my collection.
What's the most interesting item in your collection that you would be willing to part with?
I collect orbs.
Orbs?
Yes, various orbs. Like a pearl of power, or a drift globe, or perhaps a casting focus.
What do pearls of power do again? They give you extra spell slots?
Yeah, you can restore. You can use it once per day to regain a 3rd level spell slot.
Snow globes, I have them too. Magical ones.
With pearls of power, do you have to attune to those, or are they,
No, just keep them on you, and then you can, if you're taking a break, or actually, you don't even need to take a break. You can just If you will it
You
hard
just
enough,
regain one spell slot.
regain some of your magical fortitude. Ow, that bloody hurt my arm. Samuel, do my actions for me. And you see as he kind of goes.
My third level spells aren't actually the ones that I use the most, so that's not going to be that good.
Well, that first or second though.
Yeah.
I think Fork's got one of them actually.
I'm picking up your voice a little bit.
Oh, don't! It's a terrible curse! I'm only 24!
You know what? I'll stick to potions for now. What sort of what would you say is an interesting one that you have there?
Let me just... Samuel, hand me the manual. Oh gosh, I'm terribly ill.
I'll never forgive that witch.
Why don't you, let's have a look and see what I have in my interesting potion collection. Well, I've got potions that could give you the strength of a giant. That any use to you, or perhaps one that could make you as small as a mouse.
How much for the potion of giant strength, old man?
Do you have a potion of growth? Because we're getting near the finale, we should probably stock up now.
Oh, everyone add a potion of greater healing to your inventory, by the way.
Yay!
Yes, you two, Kirik boy.
Was that potion of
Greater healing.
greater healing?
Yes.
I don't have 3 apparently.
I've got 2.
That's the amount of money that it's worth.
I've got 2, but they each have 2 uses, yeah.
They do.
That would be 700 gold pieces for a potion of frost giant strength. Raise your strength to,
Jesus, you got a lot of gold.
I'd say,
Yeah.
slightly above a maximum I would even consider a person being able to do.
You know what, old man? Yes, I'll take it. I'll take that from you.
Samuel, the frost giant strength ones, the big one.
And he kind of pulls out this large kind of potion and kind of hands it over to you. That would increase your strength to 23.
It's a pint glass with a cork in the top.
Yeah, a giant cork.
Yeah.
Where's this section that I was looking for? Are you sure you don't want to look at my fine selection of orbs?
That's only got 1 use, though, yeah?
Yes, yes. Wasn't really listening then.
Huh?
What I agree to?
The frost giant strength potion only has 1 use.
Yes, yeah.
Where am I?
Healing potion.
Healing potions you can drink twice.
Huh?
Healing potions, yes, you can drink twice.
I like to imagine healing potions at Calpol. Just like in slightly stronger versions.
See.
Yeah.
I like that.
I picture them as Activia, little Activia bottles.
Nice.
Yakult.
Anything else you might be looking for?
Look at these orbs.
Anything else like round? I've got a lot of round things in my orb.
Oh man, are you trying to sell me an orb?
I would love to sell you an orb. Which one would you like?
What other orbs do you have?
Well, I've got a set of sending stones. They're kind of orb-like.
I suppose they're round.
Do we not have sending stones?
No.
Oh, we should really get some.
Yes,
We cast message, but message has got a range.
Yeah.
I've got a like as I said, I have a drift globe. I have a pearl of power, and I've got some snow globes that magically snow. And I've got some globes with spells imbued inside them.
Oh. How do they work?
You hurl the orb at someone, and hopefully the spell will go off at the location the orb is hurled at.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so what sort of spells do you have inside orbs? What sort of situation have you got like that?
Cyclone's gonna go to the bathroom.
I've got one that can cause a splash of acid on an area.
Acid splash. Classic.
Yes, quite. One that can, if you throw it kind of under yourself, you could provide a shield for yourself.
Marvellous.
Oh, a bubble shield.
Yes, what? Don't be talking about the future.
I've seen it!
Don't be talking about the future.
One where you could throw it at an enemy and his life force would be sucked into you.
Oh, like almost a vampiric touch sort of spell.
Just like a vampiric touch spell, but an orb, so much better.
That is quite interesting, actually.
You see as he begins to talk about the orbs, like his kind of vitality is like coming back to him.
He's the orb god. You know what? I might. How much for the vampiric touch orb?
That would be 700 gold pieces.
Oh, could you lower it to 500?
Oh, give me a persuasion check, I suppose.
He says to like the most persuasive gentleman that has ever been in D&D.
I actually don't have very good persuasion.
Oh, what?
It's perception that he's
Ah.
excellent at.
Does even give him 700, but say it's 500. Wait, no, hang on.
This is 500 gold.
It's a lot heavier than 500. 500!
No, I don't have any sort of buff to persuasion, which is really annoying. That's a 14.
Yeah.
Let's call it 600.
Oh, I'm sorry, it'd be a 15.
Let's call it 600, and you can have yourself a deal.
Sorry, 16. I get double my proficiency to everything. Half my proficiency to anything I'm not proficient
Let's still call it 600.
600? You know what? Yes, you've got a deal.
Not only will you be stealing the life, but you're practically stealing from me.
And he kind of like,
The vampire orb.
and he kind of throws it at you.
Oh god!
And make a dex check.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Samuel kind of like goes through and kind of like pulls out this kind of like this orb. The inside is just kind of like, you know when you have two different kind of liquids that will not mix
Yeah.
in like inside something. It's that, but they're just two that are just like void black and blood red, just like constantly kind of like swirling around each other but never mixing.
That's cool.
Right.
One use?
One use, and it basically, you can throw it 30 feet, no, you can throw it 20 feet normal, 60 feet with disadvantage, and you make a spell attack with your spellcasting modifier,
Yeah.
and it casts the vampiric touch spell.
Does it work like Vampiric Touch that it can be like used on subsequent turns?
It just casts the vampiric touch spell.
Okay. So yeah, don't like it. You keep concentration on
Yeah.
it. Sweet.
Yeah, it will use your concentration as well.
Sweet. Oops, sorry.
It doesn't have its own.
Okay.
Is it? Hello there, my feathered friend. What's your name?
Oh, you've muted yourself, Joe.
G'day, my name's Kirik.
Oh, a fabulous name.
Are you being sarcastic?
No,
Alright, fair enough. That's very companion-like of you.
we're in an area or a zone of companionship, I would say.
It's my favourite spell.
Alright, can I just talk to you for a side for 1 second?
Is my man Samuel allowed to come? Anything
Sure.
you can say to me, you can say to Samuel. He's a very good
All right.
boy.
Alright,
Oh.
sure.
He's my sister's nephew, you know.
I think that,
just-
I think
this
that
is
makes him my son.
But I don't know.
It could just be another brother's or sister's son.
Yeah, just say your nephew. Like.
I don't
No.
like the association.
I'm not here to sort out your family problems. Can we just talk from
Oh,
the
no
side?
problems in my family, unless of course you're talking about the schism.
I don't want to talk about the schism, alright?
Fair enough.
I've never been more disappointed that my character didn't meet an NPC.
So what can I do you for under the table, shall we say? Oh, that sounded dirty. I do not provide that kind of business, and nor does Samuel, to the extent of my knowledge.
Can I talk now, or
Yes.
Alright, good. Look, I was just wondering, do you have any, love potions?
A what?
Oh, love potions.
A love potion.
Yes.
Oh, terribly powerful things, love potions. I do have one.
Hmm.
What manner of being are you wishing love upon?
I don't know. I'm just waiting till the time strikes. Fucking hell. That sounds bad.
Does it?
Well, this one will only work on humanoids.
That's fine. That's fine. Humanoids is fine.
Okay, well, that will be 800 gold pieces.
I'm in no position. To argue against that. So, rightio.
Well, thank you for purchasing. Why, if you don't mind my asking, why couldn't you say this in front of your fellows? Are you enamored with one of them?
Oh no, they're fucking ugly, man. Have you seen them?
Oh,
I mean, I haven't had a look at myself, but
that drow is rather attractive.
what, the one you racially stereotyped? I think I didn't fucking hear you.
Doesn't mean I don't find him sexy.
I've already made one. I've already seen racism once in the past few months and reported it to the police. Don't make me do it again.
Oh no, this is a place of companionship, you see. We can't be racist here.
Wow.
Clearly, this man has never been to the Bulldog.
I don't know what I missed, but
Anyway, is that your business concluded, sir?
That's unless you want to try and persuade me to buy something else.
that's
But
cool.
Oh, I have a large selection of orbs.
what do orbs do?
Well, god damn. Well, I've got a drift globe which can provide a source of light, or what you might call it, a pearl of power which can regain some of your magical powers back to you, or I have some spells imbued within orbs.
Nah, I'm alright. I just wanted that love potion.
Okay.
That's everything.
Well, good luck to you, sir.
Thank
None
you.
of us heard this
companion.
conversation.
Kirik with a love potion.
It's
Oh
a
no.
bad time. I want to point out, we were talking the other day about how it takes us ages to do anything in this campaign. It's because we keep meeting fantastical NPCs and don't want to stop talking to them.
Well, it's not my fault I'm interesting. Anyway, fuck off.
That's on my Tinder bio.
Okay, so you head off, Thor. You're at one of those sundries, you kind of like, doors open, and you see this kind of halfling man, kind of literally buried head first in this kind of like pile of like stuff, and you see his kind of his legs are just waving, and you kind of hear like muffled shouts like,
You okay in there? Okay, and I lift him out.
Oh, fuck! Hello!
It was bizarrely good timing on my part.
Yes, not really. I've been in there for hours. I went in looking for a wrench.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, well, thank you for pulling me out. I think I was robbed a few times.
You're lucky Cyclone didn't come past.
I'm missing some books.
Oh, no.
Anywho, what can I do you for?
and you see he's kind of like brushing like dust and like dirt off his face, and you see he's kind of got a wrench in one hand.
I'm glad you found the wrench at least. Would you have any potions on hand?
Potions? Yeah, we bought most of mine last time, but
Have you restocked? I don't know how your business works. Is this even a business?
I would like. I'm what you call a hoarder.
Yes.
But I sell them. I
Do you
sell my
occasionally
wares.
sell? Yeah.
I will just have a chili check for you.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, I've got some healing potions.
Yay!
What? I've got 2 greater healing potions.
Oh my! I'll take them.
That will be 400 gold pieces.
What do you pay for 5?
I paid 200 for 4.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That'd be 100 gold
There
pieces.
we go.
I gave you way too much money.
You did. I'll give it back. Yes, I'll take them from you.
Just take out the money I gave you, it's fine. I gave you 500, was it?
You did.
So 400 back.
I'll give it 400 back. I've already got 3, so whoever's got 2.
I've got 2.
Cool. You have
Anything else you'd like to buy?
What have you got? Anything that may interest me, a fancy wizard man?
I've got some nice robes. Not magical, but they look hella good.
I've got the coat, you see.
You can wear the coat over the robes.
That'd be a bit weird.
Why would that be weird?
My outfit is very picked out every morning, specifically.
How about a new coat?
What colour?
Well, if you wait around, I'm sure you can get it tailored to any colour you like.
Then why would I bother buying a coat when I can just get one made in the colour I want?
Well, no, I could sell you a petticoat.
Okay.
A cloak, even.
Okay. What are we talking about? What kind of cloak? Or coat?
I've got a couple of cloaks. I've got a cloak of water breathing. Or, if that's not your cup of tea, I've got a cloak of usefulness.
Okay, what makes it useful?
It's got things on it that you can tear off and they turn into other things.
Oh yes, I'm aware of such a cloak.
That's pretty much it. In
Okay,
terms of cloaks.
I'll leave it for today.
Well, it was worth a shot.
But it was.
You got your cloak swap filled, I think.
Did I?
You got the oven kind that I gave you.
Oh yeah, I already wear a cloak.
Oh, well,
And a coat. I'm very warm all of the time.
sorry, I can't see up there. You're a whopping 5'5".
Call me Fork Big Boy back home.
I know that they don't. I know that's untrue, Fork.
Why do you lie? I see my business conclude. How have things been recently?
Terrible,
Oh.
terrible, awful rainstorms and fiery people shouting your name in the streets and
That was
destroying
fun.
things.
That was fun. We dealt with them.
Yes, I wish. Well, anyway. Yes,
Good.
I'll get back to searching for stuff in these
Okay.
piles of things. That's pretty much what I do.
Enjoy yourself.
I won't.
We're going away again for a few days.
Oh, anywhere nice?
Yeah, fuck, I'll Blair.
No, then.
No.
Fair enough.
Very well, I'm going to be very warm in the two coat and cloak combo, but
This would appear so.
yes, there we go.
Well, have a good trip and let me know how it goes if
Will
you
do.
catch my meaning.
I don't.
I'm reporting back to the
Oh,
house.
yes, got you. My own report, but thank you, I will.
Well, okay, well. Anything you want me to tell them? How you're here?
Last time we played, I filled them in.
Oh, no.
Uh,
I don't know what you mean by playing, but okay.
Last time, when I returned to Red Light a few days ago, I sent them a letter informing them and one to my parents.
Very well.
They won't reply. They never reply.
I guess that makes me useless, but whatever.
Hey, you sold me some potions. That was nice of you. Oh, an extra greater one for you, by the way, Tom.
Oh, cheers, champ.
Thank you very much. Have a pleasant time. I'm sure I'll see you again within a few weeks.
Yes, good luck.
And
I
you.
suppose.
And I
Hope you kill some bad people.
hope to.
Very well.
Only bad ones.
Good luck, Undeep.
Thank you. Have a good day. Out of curiosity, is there a post office in town?
There's not a post office, but
You know that there are people around who would kind of like either take your letter to someone that would like send it by Raven, or
Okay. More sort of if anyone were to try and send letters to me.
they would go to either the they would go to the inn, yeah, not the town.
Okay, I'll bounce over to the inn then.
Okay.
Might as well double check.
See Calissa there, and she's kind of like,
Hello, Calissa.
Fork, pleasure seeing you as always.
And you?
Are you here to stay for the night?
I'm afraid not this time. We're just about to head out, but has anyone left any letters for me? Out of curiosity.
Not as far as I can tell.
Okay, no worries. I wondered this may be the place that they go. But...
Oh, they probably would be. Everyone knows that you stay here, so.
Okay. Oh, everyone that explains.
Everyone in the town.
Yes, that also explains a lot.
Somewhat
Okay.
unfortunate events, I believe.
Yes. My apologies.
Yeah. Well.
I hope they don't
well,
do
we live in
anything to your
fear.
bit. Yeah. I have that effect on people.
Oh yes.
So sorry. Bye. Anyway. Walk.
Thanks for coming. Okay. So with that all done, are you heading off?
Yeah.
Let's be on our way.
So where are
Took us
you heading?
45 minutes to leave town.
To the
We've
fireplace.
been going 45 minutes.
Yes.
So you're heading towards Scarlet Moon Hall.
It's about
We'll ride there on our
yeah, it's about a day's travel on a horse.
And we'll change into Stone Cold Roll.
Yes, we're going in Stonecock this time.
Okay. As you travel out, you set off kind of about
2 o'clock in the afternoon, kind of.
time, and as it starts to get to the kind of the late afternoon,
You experience for the first time one of these enormous storms that everyone has been talking about.
this is a downpour,
The likes of which none of you have ever seen before in your life. It is so thick that the rain is like, it's physically painful, like as it comes down, it's like it's hitting you, and it's so like dense that you can barely see kind of in front of you. There's thunder and lightning crackling around, and you are drenched
almost immediately as soon as it begins.
Should we bed down for the night?
You may have to, yes.
Throw the hut up.
What time is it again?
It's now about 5 o'clock in the evening.
Throw the hut up, get an early one.
How long does the hut last for? Like 8 hours?
8 hours.
So we'd be getting up at like midnight.
Yeah.
Travel through the night.
One in the
That's how
morning.
I travel best anyway.
True.
Get us out of this storm.
Anyway, we've travelled this road before, and I'm a rather observant man.
You're just at the point where you're kind of coming off the road and kind of heading into the hills.
Okay. Well, again, we've travelled this route before. Would I know of any sort of like where a cave may be nearby?
There is a cave that you know nearby where the jackal wares were kind of hiding out. That would be about an extra hour's worth of, or in this storm you think it would take about 2 hours worth of like kind of travel to get to there.
It's worth risking 2 hours of this just to bed down until it's done, or
Yeah.
throw up the hut and hopefully because it might still be going in 8 hours is the issue.
True.
I'm voting cave.
Yeah, if we can get to the cave, I think that
If it gets too rough on journey, then we'll stop.
Cave Johnson it is.
To the cave.
Okay. As you begin to kind of head towards the cave, you notice that kind of the earth beneath you begins to kind of tremble.
God's sake.
This is not something any of you have really felt before in your lives, and you see as kind of the earth visibly begins to kind of shake. Your vision is kind of like impaired by the amount of kind of like quivering that the earth kind of beneath your feet is shaking by. You kind of look all around you and you see kind of the kind of hills around you as rocks begin to like kind of start to like tumble down them. Kind of the rain just turning it into kind of almost a landslide effect. And then you see as before you, about 200 feet ahead of you, a massive rift tears open in the ground. And you see this enormous worm-like figure just kind of writhe out of it and then plunge back in, its kind of skin a deep purple colour.
Oh, fuck. No.
Have we read about those?
Are we on horseback?
They're purple worms. They're like one of the big nasties, like Tarrasque level.
We've read about them, yeah? One of us has, about purple worm poison? Or is that in a different
I
campaign?
researched poison, but
Yes.
I know about purple worm poison, but not purple worms specifically. I know that they are poisonous.
By the way, this is a real bad time. Like, real bad time.
So yeah, this is kind of like erupted about 100 feet ahead of you, and you just see as this thing is just kind of like writhing its head out of this kind of chasm about 100 feet ahead of you.
I'm gonna climb a tree and hide.
Yep, the...
Okay, yeah, if you'll just
Will the
give
hut
me
even help?
stealth checks.
Well, we won't be able to get into the hut. No, we won't be able to
It
get
could
into
crush the ground from beneath the hut.
I rolled a natural 1, so that's a 23.
Stealth.
Yes.
You got advantage because the cloak.
Hey, didn't matter. 15. Run and hide. Please.
17.
17. Okay. Kirik,
19. 19.
so who got the lowest?
15?
17.
Me.
Gets a nat 20 on his perception check.
Ah, shit.
So you see as this thing kind of like rearing out of this hole, while it's kind of like it has no eyes, you just kind of like feel that like it's kind of like as you're kind of scattering to like find cover and like find shelter, you just kind of see as it's kind of like its head kind of like looks towards you as it can like feel the earth beneath. You imagine it can feel the earth beneath you moving, as it is a very elemental creature. Can you all roll for initiative, please?
Oh no. No.
Anyone with proficiency in nature, you can give me a nature check.
Damn it.
Not proficient.
Okay, then any of you can give me it at disadvantage.
You'll do it. Yes. Because I've got quite a high plus. Nature.
Yes.
At dis, that's 17. 18.
Okay. You know just by looking at this, while this is an enormous creature and it is a gargantuan monstrosity, you notice that It seems a little darker in colour than you've heard purple worms being before, and even possibly slightly fleshier and maybe a little bit smaller than purple worms like that you have read about in the past would be.
Okay, it's a purple grub.
Is it a young and
Litland.
Yeah, you would imagine that potentially this is a slightly younger kind of teen purple worm.
Teamwork.
it's going to be even emptier? Fuck.
I'm sure we can take it.
No, we can't!
It's going to be listening to MCR and I don't know, what do teens do?
Nothing good!
Colliday, initiative.
Oh fuck! I didn't roll it yet. Sorry. 16.
Fork, initiative.
13.
Cyclone, initiative.
Non-natural 20.
Kirik, initiative.
17.
Nice.
I'm so glad I prepped all of my anti-fucking fire elemental spells for this.
Cyclone, you're up first. You see this kind of enormous rift in the earth about 100 feet ahead of you, and this kind of purple worm head that's just kind of like flopped onto the one side of this kind of rift at the side kind of facing you, and has begun to kind of slither towards you.
Am I still hidden?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I will hold my action
Okay.
so that when it comes within range, I will plunging attack from the tree with my rapier.
Okay,
Into it.
cool. Up next is Kirik. On deck is Koide. So yeah, Kirik, you see this kind of enormous worm standing, like on the bank of this kind of chasm that's formed in the ground, kind of starting to slither towards your group.
How far away is it? Still 100 feet.
Its head is now, I'd say, about kind of like 80 feet away from you, but yeah, it's kind of the body kind of trailing into this chasm is about 100 feet away. This thing is enormous.
Let me look. I guess I'll just go for an attack with my bow.
Okay.
I'll probably move 20 feet up.
Okay. Are you
And,
flying or are you on the ground?
Flying.
Okay.
As in flying vertically
20
20
feet up.
feet.
Okay, yep.
And then I'm going to attack with my bow.
Okay, give it a shot.
That is no match for 20.
That hits.
Nice. And then that is 1. And 7 damage.
7 DiMaggio.
Is it
So
bloody?
do I add
Yes.
dex
Oh.
to that?
You do indeed, yes.
To the damage.
Yeah, and I believe it's a +1 bow as well.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, so it's 10.
10 damage. Great.
I keep forgetting to add dex damage. I should remember.
Up next is... do you want to do anything else, Kirik?
I don't know if there's anything bonusy that I can do that wouldn't just be a waste. Oh no, I'll cast guidance. Who's next to me?
Everyone's kind of in roughly the same area. You've all kind of tried to scatter and hide, but I'd say you're all within 30 feet or so of each other.
Not touching distance though. Flew up as well, so yeah.
That's certainly not.
So I can't cast guidance. Ooh, actually I have an idea. Which one is it? Which one is the one that increases aid? Oh, that's an action.
Spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
I believe so.
Is it? Oh, shucks, guys. Know what I'm doing? Oh, I don't have it prepped. I don't have it prepped. That's like the best spell, and I don't. Fuck, I can't do it. Alright.
You're a cleric, you don't need to prep spells.
Yeah.
Is it in your spell book, like written down?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it. All clerics have all spells.
Yeah, but you can only prepare. They don't have all spells prepared.
Yeah.
They can just pick from all their spells.
Did you actively not choose to pick it on the last rest?
No, it's just. I think it's just automatically done it on my phone.
Okay, then
Yeah, no, don't worry.
just select what spells you want then, and we'll move forward as if you did that in the last rest.
Okay. Well, I'll do spiritual weapon then at least, because
Okay.
fucking who needs blindness and deafness if you have spiritual weapon?
What is the range of spiritual weapon?
It is 60 feet, so I'll probably cast it as close as I can.
Yeah, so it's about 20 feet away from the kind of head of this thing at the moment.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay, call you,
Thank
Dave. You're up.
I'm going to. The thing's head is how far away? Sorry.
About 80 feet.
Okay. Centered on where I assume its head is.
Yep.
I'm going to cast confusion.
Okay.
Have a whiz save from it, please.
Yes.
Oh, dude, you should modify its memory.
It gets a 23.
Fuck. This thing is wise. Okay, nothing happens.
For some reason, despite having a -1 to Wiz, it has a +4 to its Wiz saves. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
That is
Okay.
weird.
It's so dumb that it's just immune.
Yeah, just like it doesn't even understand confusion.
And it's not wise, it's so firm in its belief, wisdomonically.
Fork, you're on deck. Anything else you'd like to do? Was that your action?
Yeah, I guess. Not a lot else I can do for now.
Okay. Do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I'll get in the tree that Cyclone's in if I can.
Yeah, you can't hide, but you can kind of run behind the tree.
Can I climb the tree?
Give me a.
It's not going to matter being off the ground. Actually, I'm just going to get behind.
Okay. Fork, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Blight on this blighter.
Okay.
So I need it to make me a
Can I dance
con
as a bonus
save.
action?
Hmm?
Can I start dancing as a bonus action?
Yes.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay. What kind of dance you do?
What was the one that took me to the nice place?
I fucking don't remember.
I don't know. I'll just do like a box step.
Do a box step.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Just like.
Do a floss.
Can we send him to the most
Yeah.
boring of all
I'll
worlds?
decide where you go in just a moment. Fork, you're
I'm
up.
going to cast Blight on it. So I'd like it to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Cool beans.
How cool?
Well, it has a +11 to that, so that's 22.
Yeah, that passes, so it's only going to take half.
Okay.
So that's oh boy.
How many did you need?
4.
D8, yeah.
That's 3.
Sure. That's really nasty of it. That rolls pretty alright though. That was an 8.
All the damn players in existence.
Right in the front.
That's 12.
What's hanging off your glasses?
Don't ask.
12. 18. 24. 37. 44. Half to 22 damage.
Cool.
That is after 22 damage.
And my bonus action, I'm going to pray to whatever god will listen.
Fab. That's just like the list of players.
In the back.
Very back of the play. Oh, I've got the player's handbook.
What was the like lawful good plane that
Boring.
the
Bitopia.
There they are.
yeah, it was Bitopia
Thanks.
that I went to at
Yeah.
one point, wasn't it?
Thank
I
you.
don't remember how I got to Bitopia.
No, you went to Elysium, I think. Oh, it was Bitopia that Falgrim, Mike, and Yodan stayed in.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. I'll tell you that in a second. Yeah, you see as kind of Collier starts dancing and just vanishes from existence. Up next is the
good.
purple worm. What's its move speed? 50
At
feet.
least 7.
7 foot.
So you see as it kind of its head kind of like buries itself back into the ground. You see as its entire body just starts to begin to kind of like become this kind of archway veering out of the kind of chasm that opened up and back in. And you see as about 15 feet further forward, its kind of head bursts back out and it starts to slither across the ground again. It's going to get all the way up to you, Fork, as you just hit it with.
Does it come in?
It does come within range, so your bow attack goes off.
Plunging. I'm going to jump.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
falling
you're
up the tree with it.
Okay, yep.
Advantage comes hidden. That is legendary 19s plus 11, so 30.
That hits.
Oh fuck. not amazing.
That's pretty good, isn't he?
That's alright.
Like,
8,
2 below average.
10, 15, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30 points of piercing damage. And I guess I'm now on its back.
Yeah, can you just give me a acrobatics check, just to see how well you've kind of landed on this thing?
23.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like latch onto one of these kind of big kind of rock-like spines that are coming out of the back of this thing,
Cool.
and you're just kind of like riding on as it's kind of slithering towards Fork. It's gonna get in range of you with its bite.
I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, no.
This is where
That's so nasty.
Yeah.
That's so nasty.
we're level 11.
They swallow you if you hit.
I know.
That is going to be a hit with a 17.
Yeah. Farewell, Fork, indeed. May your brother rot in that basement forever.
It deals. It deals you 24 points of damage.
Ow.
Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
A dex save. That's a 14.
So you see, as this thing goes up to bite Fork, and its head is enveloped around Fork. Fork, you are inside it. You are blinded and restrained. For now. As you kind of start to begin to pass through this thing's kind of throat.
Yay!
Yum.
It's not in range with its tail stinger to get any of you yet, so back to the top is Cyclone.
Cool. Are any of my allies within 5 feet of it?
I mean, technically Fork is inside of it, but he's not currently doing anything.
So it wouldn't grant sneak attack.
No.
Okay, I will.
He's not really a threat to it at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's what it thinks.
I will.
I have the box with the fireball on me.
Oh, you do. I will jump off it and bonus action attempt to hide, like behind a tree or something.
Sure. Just give me another acrobatics check because you're falling about.
23.
Okay. Yeah. You're.
I love reliable talent.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of damage as you fall about 40 feet off the head of this thing.
Cool. And then hide.
Yep.
23.
Doesn't see you as you kind of scurry off and hide.
Cool. Then I'll.
Although you didn't disengage, so it is going to use your
Yeah.
action to take a attack of opportunity against you.
Come join me inside.
Ooh, I don't think it's going to hit with a 13. It doesn't.
Cool. And then I'll peel out from behind the tree and
Yeah.
just throw my +1 dagger.
Okay.
Which is a 25.
That hits.
That's worse than last time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Kirik, you are up.
I'm gonna do something I haven't done before,
Okay.
which I'm gonna.
You're going to be
call
helpful to the
upon-
team?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
I know who's not getting healed this session.
To be honest, he's probably right because this isn't gonna help anyone. But I'm gonna try and call upon Deleb for assistance.
Ooh.
Okay.
For a divine intervention.
Okay.
Is it
Go
good?
for it.
So I have to roll percentile roll equal to or lower than your cleric level. And I'm basically going to ask Deleb to destroy. I'm going to be calling Deleb to help me destroy the worm, or to free Fork.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So you kind of like you begin to like pray to Deleb like as hard as you can, like kind of wishing something would like strike this worm or kind of like provide you with some kind of like means to get Fork out. But all you kind of hear in your head is just hear, he did hard enough and it might spit him out.
Well, I can't do that with a bonus. All right.
You got your spirit weapon with your bonus.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is use my spirit weapon to attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
which is plus my spellcasting modifier, isn't it? Which is natural 20.
Nice.
Yay.
So it's going to do 8 damage for the crit, and then roll the additional damage.
Fuck. So that's 8 plus 9, which is 17 damage.
Nice. So you see this kind of like spiritual weapon, possibly guided slightly by Deleb, kind of like smashes into the side of this thing, and it kind of like begins to like squirm a little bit as this kind of like this pickle-shaped like hammer just slams into its fleshy side. Up next is Coludane. You appear somewhere quite unlike anything you have seen before. You're kind of doing this box dance, and you see as you kind of appear in this room, and these cuboid-shaped figures with these kind of massive eyes in the centre of their heads all kind of spin round and look at you with these kind of metallic robot arms, and they're kind of like, and you see as all the walls are just covered in like gears, cogs, chains, and like these kind of mechanisms that are constantly whirring and moving, kind of this almost deafening sound of like mechanical motion around you as you appear on Mecanus.
The Omnicide lives there.
And you hear as kind of like these things kind of come up to you. What that?
I'm gonna stop dancing.
Okay, you appear back.
God, I love your Modron voice, by the way. That's great.
That's fantastic.
You appear back, and you just see this like right before your face as you're kind of like you feel like it is where you were stood. You feel
bumps me like 5 foot away.
You feel like as you can feel the heat radiating off of this just like purple wall you see in front of you as you appear literally right next to it.
How is it looking, or can I not tell when I'm this close?
Yeah, this close it doesn't look like. From this side as well that you've appeared on, doesn't appear. You can't see anyone else in the party, and you just see this kind of wall of purple flesh, and you see its head to your kind of left hand side.
Okay.
As it's going past, you do see in the flesh, though, the outline of what appears to be Fork just like pressed up against the side.
Oh!
Yeah, probably.
Like the Absorbaloff from Doctor Who, you just see Fork's face.
Kill me!
Oh, shit. I'm gonna try confusion again. So can I just have a wisdom save?
Okay. Crit fail.
Hey!
Yes, it's confused. And then I'm going to, which is my violin sound now. I'll never do it again.
I like it.
And Bardic Inspire Cyclone if he's still about.
And you can't see him, but you kind of play this like him and Cyclone. You hear this kind of, and you know that Coludane has returned from his travels.
It's like a free use of Blink, basically, except I might die on the way
Yeah,
I
I can't wait for that to happen.
Just don't do like an abyssal dance or anything like that.
2-step and you go, yeah.
Do that haka. You'll end up on the plane of war. Fork, you're up.
Yeah, cool. Can I get to the box?
Give me a either sleight of hand or athletics check to see if you can kind of like either have the strength to kind of like reach like as you're being swallowed into your bag, or sleight of hand to kind of like slither it in.
It's going to be sleight of hand because that's +1. That's a crit 20.
That's a crit 20. Yeah, you just like as you're kind of sliding through, the kind of saliva almost helps you. As you kind of like your hand slips in, and
is this a one-use thing, or can we use this more than once?
You find
we can get it back.
You find the box that contains the orb
Cool.
construction inside of it.
Nothing's gonna hurt. I pop it open.
Okay, you both automatically fail the dex save.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we can close this again and use it again.
Yeah, we did last time.
So a fireball goes off. How much is that? 8d6.
86. This could kill me. Oh no, it couldn't. No, it couldn't. We're okay.
You got 40 HP.
61.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you got your 400 go back from me.
Oh, yeah, it won't kill you.
That deals you 33 points of damage,
It's gonna fuck me though.
and that is your action.
Cool. Bonus action.
Yes.
I'm gonna Misty Step out of it.
Ooh. How large is a gigantic creature?
That's a good point.
Also, do you have to be able to see your destination?
Yeah, you do.
Let's find out.
I hope not.
No, you can misty
Teleport.
step through walls, though, can't you?
No, 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. So, never mind, not that.
You can port like a bit further back up its throat if you want.
Can I see sunlight?
Not at this stage.
Okay. No point then. I'll let the currents take me.
Okay.
Good luck, boys.
Up next is the purple worm.
D10.
First of all, Fork.
I get digested a bit. I just realised I think this might be Fork. I think this
you
is
might have fucked yourself.
Yeah, I
there,
think this
really,
is
with
it.
that.
I think we can try and make it regurgitate you though. With
Hopefully. But also,
Did the fireball make it like try to regurgitate him at all?
Oh shit! Yeah, it totally would have. I'm sorry, that's my bad.
Oh.
What does it need to make? A con save. Nat 20. You can check it if
I'm
you want.
still in there. Fork
Yeah.
dies today.
You are firmly in that tummy.
So that is.
No.
Do you have dimension door?
Nope. I only have Misty Step.
I've got dimension door.
Don't. You don't know where I am in there. This is a big worm.
You take 26 points of acid damage.
Oh god, I'm.
I don't think Fork's living this.
What's
I think this is
the
it.
what's confusion?
Roll a d10 for me.
8.
8.
Yep.
Make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing.
Okay. It can't see Cyclone, so it's going to be.
I'm not hidden anymore.
You're not hidden anymore.
I hid before attacking.
Okay. 1 is Cyclone. 2 is Collydane. 3 is Kirik. And 4 is reroll. 3. It goes for Kirik.
So it kind of reaches its head up and tries to like
Snap Kirik out of the air.
Nah, fuck you.
I think Kerrick's got dimension door, so if he gets swallowed.
Oh my god!
It hits with a 17.
No. No, it doesn't.
Oh, hey, Fork. See, you're in the stomach as well. What's that firebox?
you take 12 points of damage, and can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Get swallowed on purpose, Kirik. Take one for the team.
What are you doing here, Fork?
Are you purposefully failing the save?
No. Wait, what? Why?
Oh.
Why would I?
I don't know.
So you get swallowed on purpose.
I got 21, so I didn't.
Oh yeah, so yeah, the jaws kind of like snap around you, but as they kind of like it opens its mouth again to swallow, you just fly back out.
Damn.
Fucking hell.
Up next is Cyclone.
If I wanted to get in this thing's mouth, how easy would that be?
It's what?
It's a gaping maw, so
Don't do it.
it will chew you up if you elect to go into its mouth.
Just smash it from outside and make it puke me up.
Okay. Bonus action hide.
Okay.
That's a 28.
Yep. Doesn't see.
Cool.
Oh, it should have made a whiz save at the end of its term.
Oh, sorry. It will do that then. What DC?
17.
Fails. Oh wait. No, yeah, fails. Sorry.
Sneak on up to it and attack it with my rapier.
Okay.
That is a 22.
Hits.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
You got Bionic Inspiration. Oh, you
Pretty
couldn't get it.
nice. 10.
Can you add it to damage though?
No.
No,
You're not that kind of bard.
I think so.
that's a different bard, yeah. I think that's
15.
Blade.
Yeah,
Or-
it is, you're right. Yeah.
16, 19, 21, 22, 23, 28 points of damage to it.
You are just off the threshold to make it make the con save.
Usually 30 damage to make it Von.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, this is.
Has it got to be in one hit or per round? If we're allowed, no.
A single turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. And
A single turn and from a creature inside of it.
Good.
So what did you do? 28.
28.
Shit.
Yeah, this is goodbye for.
Kirik, you are up. Collydane, you're on deck.
I am gonna cast Sacred Flame
Okay.
on this worm boy.
Okay.
Okay, let's see how it is.
Non-natural 20.
That hits.
I mean, we have
Forks.
revived. Forks inside, trapped, probably gonna die. I'm gonna use a cantrip. It's in character.
I don't have any other damage dealing. No, I don't. So, what I'm hoping to do,
Yeah.
Tell us your plan.
I wanna hit with Sacred Flame and my spiritual weapon at the same time.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Sure.
Nice. So the Sacred Flame hit.
Yep.
I'll just roll for damage on that. Oop. That is 15 plus 8, so that's 3 plus 4, that's 27 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll attack with my
Size of it.
little club.
Oh,
That is a non-natural 20.
Okay, that hits.
And that is 9 damage.
Cool. So 36 total. Cool. You notice after it kind of takes this amount of damage, it begins to kind of like kind of
Sweat.
shrink back as if it's kind of beginning to retreat back into its cave.
We don't want that.
Oh no.
Oh,
Up
it can't move at the minute.
Next is it's not actually moving, but you notice it's kind of
Oh,
begins
it's
to
got
like
okay, cool.
physically kind of shrink back. Up next is Coludane.
Wait one sec. Can't take reactions and must. Yeah, it can move still.
Oh.
And well, unless it rolls one of those. Fuck.
It's probably how Fork would want it to go.
You've not got one.
Oh no. Yeah. Wow.
Is it?
Yeah. This is on his bucket list.
It's your call.
Be
It's your
inside.
call.
He's real
I'm not
into
gonna say what-
Vor.
Tell you what to do, so it's your call.
Can I calculate roughly where Fork is on the inside of this thing?
Give me a perception or investigation check.
That's a wank. Perception or invest. 9.
All you'd know is that he's very freshly swallowed, so he'd be, you assume, not too far down it.
I dimension door inside the fucking
Oh,
thing.
Okay, you lunatic, but fair
Yeah.
enough.
That's okay.
Give
I'm not
me-
gonna.
Give me a percentile check.
51.
Okay, you appear, and you can see Fork kind of further down the throat, but you're about 20 feet deeper than him.
Oh fuck. Can I try and?
Give me an, no, you're restrained at this stage. Yeah, you are restrained at the moment.
Shit.
You can't move, but you can still do any bonus action that you might have.
20 feet is how far away he is.
Yeah. 70 or above, you would have landed on Fork, and for every 10 below that, you're 10 feet away, essentially. So you are 19 feet away from Fork.
I can Misty Step.
Yeah.
We'd have to wait till your turn to get out anyway.
This thing's slowly boiling from the inside now, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
It says you arrive at exactly the spot desired, but I guess the spot desired was just inside the worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus action, just
Punch it.
start dancing. No.
Do the worm!
You wouldn't appear back inside it.
Oh, that's it then. I'll just stay.
You're not going to punch it?
I'll punch it from the inside.
Okay.
Shall I?
You got this.
Nat 20. Oh fuck this.
Legendary 20.
Come on.
Oh, add my strength. 20 non-natural.
Hits.
Sweet. So it's just 1 + 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Four.
You deal 4 damage. How'd you
Yeah.
kill it? It was on exactly 4 health later on.
Holy shit.
Just, oh! It just like dies. You just feel as it just stops moving.
Yeah,
I was really hoping that was going to pay off. That's why I suggested you do it.
Yeah, I literally do that. I teleport in, I'm like, oh no, Fork's all the way over there. Oh, I better start fighting my way through. And then suddenly just feel this thing like go limp around me.
Yeah, you just feel this kind of enormous like kind of seismic thing as like it flops down dead, and you and Fork both just stop moving through its gullet, and just kind of like there, kind of like slowly being pressed down against by this kind of weight of this creature's flesh on top of you.
And slowly being kind of dried out.
And heated from the inside.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this
Oh
fucking
yeah.
box.
And at the beginning of Fork's turn, you both take a point of exhaustion.
I'd like to
Before
think
Fork's
that-
turn starts, then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I
Yeah. You are technically out of combat now.
Okay,
Okay,
get- I'll close the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, close the box and get over to me now.
Oh, that was one other thing that should have happened. The box would have also taken the acid damage that you took, which was, how much was it? It was 29 points of damage.
Yeah.
26.
26 points of damage. Okay, the box is not looking great at this
Okay.
stage. It's still kind of intact, but you notice a lot of the kind of runes and kind of like the wards around it have kind of like melted off in this
That's a
acid.
bad time.
So you close the box, but there's still kind of like bits of it, like you can see kind of like the light inside is kind of peering out, and like you think actually give me an Arcana check.
Okay, my Arcana is real good. That's a 19.
You think that like this box won't contain this orb for much longer, maybe at best 10 hours.
Okay, that's not good. Alright, so I'll just use my 6th level spell slot and teleport out. I don't have that. Okay, I Misty Step over to Cody Dane.
Then I dimension door us out.
I like this idea of just seeing Koyudane go into this worm and then seeing it, and I imagine Carrot just watching it fall down and then looking at Cyclone like, what the fuck did he do?
Just come out. How did you kill it? What did you do? Punched it.
You come out and like you're kind of covered in this goo and stuff, and you just like up to your like elbow is just like purple worm blood, just on that one arm where you punched it.
Nice. Good shit, my
Or
guy.
Saitama.
And you just see as this kind of like mystical doorway opens, like this kind of rift kind of opens just on the outside, and it almost appears if you just kind of scroll out of the purple worm. Both Fork and Kolyudane
Hello.
scroll out. Fork looking
What the-
much worse for wear.
Well
What the
done.
fuck did you do? Or actually, no, I should probably heal you. I'm gonna cast heal at 6. My 6th level heal on Fork.
Oh,
You gain 70 hit points.
yay! You have the best spell. Apart from Mass Heal. Oh, Mass Heal.
So yeah, you see as
You're
this kind of
that
like
nut somewhere wherever
Yeah.
it is.
this colossal worm is just like almost forming this kind of barrier on the ground. There's about 3/4 of it is still kind of above ground. There's still kind of the arch bit where it went like out of the chasm and like kind of into the back into the earth, and then the rest of it's just kind of flopped out along the Deterin Valley.
Is it
here.
still raining?
It's still chucking
Oh,
it
for
down.
fuck's
Can I
sake.
try and harvest me some poison since I've read about their poisons?
You
being
can have that advantage.
Sick. What kind of skill is it?
Survival.
Amazing, because I'm bad at survival. Cool, that's that. I'm also going to add Colin Dane's D10 of Bardic Inspiration. Oh, it's
Oh.
10, so that's 25.
You managed to get 2 vials of purple worm poison.
Sick.
I
Take a rest inside the worm. This is good.
don't want to ever go back in there.
Well, we've got a cave now.
Yeah, you see as the cave's kind of just on the other side of this purple
Well, I
worm.
meant the purple worm's mouth.
No, I don't want to go in it again ever. Oh, by the way, this box is like maybe 10 hours left before it erupts.
Yeah, what you see is this kind of like half-ruined box with kind of like shards of light blasting out from it. As kind of like one gets a bit close to you, it kind of like it burns your skin, and like you are not enjoying that. And Fork, you notice as the kind of runes on top of it, like the frost rune is like kind of just like starting to like burn away from the bottom to the top.
Okay.
So, have you already made a check on it, Fork?
No, I had to say how long it's got left.
DC 19 con save or take 12d6 poison damage.
Not bad.
Add that to a sneak attack.
Add that to a assassination.
Yeah.
So, is there any chance that I know how to sort of maybe repair it, give it a bit more time?
Yeah, I was going to see if I can make an Arcana or...
collectively the three of us
religion
wouldn't know
check.
anything about.
With the three of you working on it, one of you can have the check advantage to try and work out how to magically repair this thing.
Arcana?
Yes.
Right, on it. Oh, I rolled so crap. 16.
16, yep. Elemental magic isn't exactly your forte. None of you are kind of proficient in elemental magic. You
Lightning.
kind of psychic, necromancy, and kind of life and kind of knowledge magic. And you don't know exactly what to do, but kind of using some of you kind of like... Do you have any cold spells?
Yeah, kind of cold. Ice knife.
If you were to use like one of the slots of those spells, you could contain it for the amount of hours equal to that slot, you think?
Okay. So, tell me, friends, how does Dimension Door work?
It teleports you to somewhere you want to go.
Within 500 feet.
Within 500, that's the issue.
You can take one other person with you.
Yes. Because someone could take, if we were close enough, if we had enough slots, we could go into, let's say, the water cult and just leave it there. And then it erupts and slowly dries the place out. But I assume it's not within 500 feet.
Of you currently?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Could we get there in 10 hours?
To the water cult place?
To within 100 feet of the 500 feet of the water cult place.
Potentially, but with this downpour, your movement speed above ground is currently halved.
Okay. Could we get within 1,000 feet within 10 hours? And how many casts of Dimension Door does one person have?
Colleen is potentially 6.
Okay, 6. There you go. So 1,500 feet. And then we just
You would know that out of the cult places, the water cult is actually the furthest away from where you are.
great.
It would take about a day and a half to get there normally.
Fuck.
So it's going to be, if the rain continues, it would take about 3 days to get there.
Okay, Earth cult we can't really fuck with. Fire cult this won't
really.
help.
They'd just be giving them it back.
Yeah. The air cult, how far away are they?
They are the closest one to you.
Hey.
You know that you've devastated them quite a lot already.
Zentara are currently clearing out there. Right?
Oh yeah, fuck. Okay. We need to get rid of this. 'Cause
Basically, in order of closeness to you is air cult, fire cult, stone cult, water cult. Because the water cult is the one that's right next to the river.
yeah. See, the issue is if we leave this just out somewhere to explode, that's just going to create like a desert. Like, we're going to drastically ruin the landscape
Do we have a
forever.
bag of holding we could store it in?
We have so many bags of holding.
Give me
8
an
holding.
Arcana check.
18.
You would know that magical items can be destroyed with enough kind of like damage put to them. You would think that something like a purple worm's kind of digestive system might have enough kind of juice still left in it to destroy a magical item like a Orb of Devastation.
Could pop it back in.
It's unfortunate that we would lose that though, because we want to use that again.
We're losing it in 10 hours anyway, like unless...
Yeah, I mean,
What other plan do we have?
could get super lucky and I could have more than one of these things.
Mm.
But
I could always look at it using legend lore.
well,
That takes about 10 minutes.
our intention was to use it to kill a giant beast, and I mean, it did exactly that, but just
Yeah,
not the
it
beast we
did.
were intending.
Mm.
What's legend lore, Joe?
It's when I can name or describe a personal place. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. Might consist of tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If it isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information.
If you were to use that, you could learn something about devastation orbs in general.
Okay.
You want to use it?
about to
Do you
rest.
really want to waste 10 minutes on this, though? It's because it's casting time at 10 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
Alright, fine, yeah.
Should we wait?
Cast legend lore.
Okay, so Kirik, you realise that
as you know at this stage, there are kind of many of these kind of orbs scattered around. They are frequently used by cults, such as these elemental cults, to kind of wreak havoc and destruction upon kind of civilization, and it's something they do manufacture magically in the kind of cult. So potentially there is opportunity to find more of these things. You would think. You would know that cults tend to ward these items, as again you know, in these kind of boxes with kind of countering magic. So an air globe would be kept with a kind of a box warded with kind of stone magic, and yeah, like the one you have, the fire one is warded with kind of ice and cold magic. And you would think if you were to find a powerful enough magic user, they could quite easily craft a new kind of container for these things, but it would take a long time to kind of imbue it with enough kind of strength, and also to craft the box itself to kind of contain one of these orbs. But you would know that they can be destroyed by kind of means of destroying like powerful items, such as purple worm, acid, or dropping them into a volcano, or throwing them into the elemental chaos.
Okay,
Shall we leave it in the
relay
worm
that.
and try and
I
get
mean-
another one?
Do you know the dance for the elemental chaos?
No,
You could certainly guess.
All of these have been guesswork.
Okay. Because
Um,
just put it in the elemental plane. Just go and leave it in the fire plane, where it's not going to
Put
do
it
any
in the
damage.
box plane you were at.
Just chuck it in.
Oh, just whack it in Mechanus and leave.
These
Yeah.
poor creatures.
okay.
They were introduced.
You know the dance now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
They were introduced like second to last session of Tomb, and we've done nothing but fuck with them every time they've turned
I'm
up.
gonna take the box.
On your way.
Yeah. Do you box that?
I'm gonna look around. And I'm gonna box step.
Okay. Yeah. Once you appear in a slightly different room, this is kind of a big round circular room, and you notice the kind of floor beneath you is an enormous working clock, and you see these kind of massive hands just very slowly kind of
Wow.
back towards you, and you kind of look up, and there's another clock on the roof, and the walls are just these kind of mass of like clockwork kind of cogs, and ranging from this big to the size of the mouth of the purple worm that you just defeated.
Okay.
And yeah, there's kind of like a few guys up on some ledges. There's no one on the same kind of bit as you are, and they kind of look down at you. And they kind of see that, and they all.
You
kind of like,
opened it?
Yeah.
okay, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah. No, I stopped dancing. Would I still be? I would have.
Once it opens, it insta goes off.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw.
No, we're taking a rest. Oh, that's
Fucking-
That's definitely a fail.
You die on Mechanus, Jesus Christ.
10.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be so
Luckily,
funny.
you're resistant to fire damage.
Well, when he stops dancing, he's gonna come back probably, so.
Oh yeah, he just returns just unconscious.
Just like burn.
You take 10 points of fire damage. You all see as Collidane returns. He's pretty much the same spot as he was before, but he's instantly thrown back, and he's just hits again, like kind of skids to the floor. The rain kind of instantly putting out this kind of fire that's erupted around him. Just kind of sits there, kind of like lying on the floor, blackened. And yeah,
I'm
you're
just
back.
gonna get up, dust myself off. Should we be off?
Yes.
Good. We just destroyed the hub clock of Mechanus.
That won't come back to haunt us.
Time doesn't work anymore, Tom. We've stopped
It's fine. You're
time.
giving me tons of munition for E Legacy.
When a party of like modrons come and hunt down Golluday.
Oh my god.
Won't be doing that dance again for a while. Just on the off chance, just in case.
The Modron's Great Destroyer Colludane.
The next time you go back there, there's just like a mural of like you with like fire breath.
Dancing.
He is our destroyer!
The beast returns!
The dancing one!
It is no longer Pandora's box, it is Colludane's box.
He showed us fire! We have learned.
Right, let's
Box
kick off.
for getting the power of nuclear energy.
Yeah, I should have just given them the box closed and been like, look after this. But oh well.
It would have taken 10 hours for it to do the exact same thing, but sure.
Oh no, I love it.
I would have like gathered around. Like,
You can have a point of inspiration for that. I
Already
enjoyed that.
Okay.
Oh god damn.
Alright, let's go rest in the cave.
Okay. Good. Yeah. As you kind of get out of this rain, you all kind of have this sense of relief come over you, and you feel like now that you're out of this rain, you can finally rest. Yeah, you settling down for a longo.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Harbrook mentioned, you see barely anyone on the roads. These are usually quite well traded roads, and even with what was going on before, there were still occasional traders you'd see kind of like on your way. You see no one. No one is willing to go out in this kind of weather. And as kind of midnight approaches, still going, and
shit.
yeah, you can see kind of the hills are now kind of like there's kind of active mudslides just kind of like pouring down kind of the hills, kind of pouring around the kind of opening of the cave that you're
thank
at.
When we wake up, I'll say, I had an idea. So
Alarms me.
all the places seem to be connected underground. Like we went from the stone place to the water place.
Yes,
to
we
the air
did, yes.
place. Maybe it's gonna be better for us to travel underground on our way back.
Probably. It's that's a lot more dangerous. With
Yeah.
running into people is the ish.
Well, I can make us invisible.
It's whether we want to run into people or run into more worms and the like.
I mean, worms also live underground.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Worms is like the one thing we can't avoid wherever we go. There be worms.
You could fly. Well, one of you could.
Yeah.
Actually, technically two of you could. Kind of.
The rest can watch.
I can make us invisible. So if we do come into a scupper underground, I'm sure we can get out.
What's the plan when we get to the fire cult? Banff in or?
Yeah, what do we do? What's the plan?
What are we going for again?
We
It's
just
been a long
take
time
him out.
since we played this campaign.
Fuck him up.
Well, we know that there's a pretty secure prison that we could just Banff on into.
Are you getting changed into your stone cop robes over that rest as well?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We're
So
already in them.
as you begin to kind of finish up your rest, start like packing up your things, you see a kind of a figure in the distance.
Still raining?
It's still raining. Yes. You see that this figure seems pretty much unaffected by this rain, kind of just like shrugging it off, shoulders back, like not kind of hunched over anyone else in this kind of weather. You would imagine kind of their posture would be kind of like closed up. He's just kind of very casually kind of striding out into it, kind of like at one point kind of like just extends his arms out, and kind of looks up.
Are they just walking generally, or are they walking towards us?
They are walking kind of like on top of the purple worm, and you kind of see this figure kind of like just kind of prod it with his sword. And Fork, you see. Oh, you did meet him, so that's fine. You see the familiar figure of Tsunami, the water genasi prisoner that you met in the
yes.
fire cult, kind of like examining this corpse and kind of like
yeah.
looking around and just kind of
He
examining
didn't
this.
know we were
this site.
stone cold, did he? Or did
Yes,
he?
he did.
Thinks we're stone
He
cold.
thinks you're stone cold.
Yeah.
We did. If he asks, we didn't kill the purple worm.
Okay.
Why?
In case it's a stone, it's a burrowing earth monster.
Oh yeah, no, that would make sense.
And you see as he just kind of continues to walk along it, and it looks like he's kind of like, you can tell Fork, and actually you, Kirik, as well, with your perception as well. You kind of see that it looks like he's tracking something.
Okay.
Is he tracking the
Did
worm?
you relay this to us?
Yeah.
Go down and I'll hail to him, I guess.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of stood up on this worm, kind of like about 40 feet above you, and as he sees you approach, he kind of like... Oh, hello down there! Who are you?
Gorlam, we met in
Oh, Golem! And you kind of see as he kind of slides down, like, off the purple worm. Oh, what's it like?
It's like
Nat 20.
tsunami.
Yeah, he slides down off the purple worm and kind of lands and kind of just like, pleasure to meet you.
fancy seeing you here.
I was looking for you actually.
Oh,
Is tsunami like the equivalent of John for water genasi? Just like super regular, like, oh, you're a tsunami too? Fine. There's 4 of us in this class.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can say Tom. You don't have to use John as like a placeholder. I know Tom is the classic.
John Smith.
no, mine was one.
Yeah.
Really?
Mine was Dan.
You're the
We have-
first Tom I've ever met.
We had
He's
7.
not laugh.
We had 7 Dans tonight. Yeah.
I've got 5 and Tom.
Mine was Tom as well, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like 7.
90,
I had,
I
I had
Tom's the
at least
most
6
common name.
Elliots.
We had 3 Elliots, which I thought was
No
bizarre,
Elliot.
you
You're
know.
definitely my first Elliot.
Yeah, not either.
I was actually being sarcastic.
You're sarcastic.
Yeah, I had 3 Elliots in my year.
I had 1 Jamie in school.
Was it you?
Yeah.
When you looked in the mirror, like just
There you are, friend.
Funny thing is, I was the only Joe I'd ever met or known until I came to university.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Anywho,
So Joe, there isn't a regular Joe. Not
anywho,
regular.
Yeah,
Fuck
so
you.
Tsunami kind of comes up and says, "Oh yes, I was looking for you. I was, as you know, I was kind of hanging around the fire cold place, seeing what they were up to after you set me free, and pleased to report that whatever you did there seemed to have disrupted the operation somewhat."
Can I roll insight to see if he seems like he's onto us, like our ruse? So it's a bit weird that he just randomly followed us and
Yeah, go for it.
found that's what we were ourselves. Insight, oh, that's not great. 9.
You seem to believe that
Fair.
he genuinely was just out looking for you to give this report. Yes, I was actually on my way to find you. I was about to head back to the water cult and report it to who's running the water cult these days?
Don't know, I'm not sure.
Oh, well, fair enough. If in a similar direction to where you're heading, I imagine, if you're on the way back to the Stone Monastery.
We're actually headed back for a secondary attack on the fire cult.
Oh, well,
We were told to wipe them out, so we thought deal with the top level and then come back deal with the bottom level.
fair enough. Well, yeah, Lizzie and Bastion are seem to both be dead now. Somewhat in disarray on the I say the upper level, but it is still underground.
Are they with no leader? Well, I suppose with their leader away and Lizzie and Bastion dealt with. How are they faring? What are they doing? Are they fighting for a new leader? Are they fighting it out? What-
Yeah, as a matter of fact, two fellows by the name of Bruno and Jermaine seem to have taken up.
These rock characters last night.
seem to have taken up the kind of the position of kind of leaders of that part of the fire cult, and they've taken anyone that would listen downstairs to guard Vanifer for her final for what they seem to be working on down there, which I can only imagine is summoning Imix. Thank you.
Of course.
You plan on going down there yourselves?
If we can.
Well, I would warn you that's going to be a heck of a fight.
That's why Mirage sent us.
Well, yes. Don't underestimate them. I would strongly recommend perhaps regrouping and bringing some more men with you. But if you're happy to go alone, I wish you all the luck in the world.
We'll see when we get in there. I mean, it may turn into more of a scouting mission, but if we can do some damage, then we'll do some damage.
Well, do you mind if I tell the? I imagine the reports will spread between the our sister cults. If you don't mind me sharing your information.
Of course.
Very well.
Just-
I'll.
Just say, Elliot.
Yes.
Herrick's supposed to be hiding at this point.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
you're kind of like it's still in the cave, like still just putting on your stone cult robes.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Tell the Stone Cult that we will we'll be back soon. Does he know that we're like leaders of the Stone Cult?
Yeah, he knows you're high-ranking members of the stone cult. He knows you as Gorlam of the deepest earth and Dynacol of the blackest stone and whatever the fuck.
And we killed Mirage, didn't we?
Nope.
Mirage has given us orders. She wants to plot against Malos.
Oh yeah. But you're
She
the-
wants to take leadership. She has told you she wants to take leadership of both the water and the stone cult,
Oh yeah.
and she's currently doing it.
Does this man know that?
No.
No.
Like I said, he was asking you. He doesn't even know who's in charge of the water cult at the moment.
Oh okay. Just tell them we will be back soon.
Very well. Safe travels, friends. Wish you all the luck.
Likewise.
And he just starts to like sprint off on his merry way, just completely completely unfazed by the rain.
Just, yeah.
No, don't kill him. It's not necessary.
Has that ever stopped me before?
Yeah. Yeah. It's someone else to tell it, like, to leave the paper trail.
So
But the paper trail is that you're stone cultists.
Yeah, but they could figure out, they could work out shit from what, like, this guy's like, oh, they were heading there, like, but they left so long ago.
It's up to you guys. You let him go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
This comes back to bite us.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If it comes up by us, then yeah.
I will.
That's absolutely
I'll
fine.
throw bricks.
Can't wait for everything to come back and bite you
It's
eventually.
going to eventually, but the thing is, at this point, we haven't done anything against the Stone Cult. We are more or less just members of that
Yeah,
cult.
you really are. Like,
Yeah.
like I've told you multiple times after we finish sessions, it is like that you are not on the main quest line anymore. You are just members of the Stone Cult doing the Stone Cult missions.
Yeah.
It's just fortunate that nothing we're doing is per se like helping the Stone Cult, more stopping the others.
Yeah, the Stone Cult and kind of to a lesser extent the Water Cult are still advancing with their plan, but yeah, you are stopping the other cults.
Yeah, everything else we're stopping. We're just not slowing them
We've
down.
got good access to slow them down when we want to.
Oh yeah, the moment we need to, they're fucked.
Yeah, just turn them on each other, on themselves. But yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind if he goes back and tells them he'll
Okay.
be back soon.
Okay, so you're continuing to head on to the fire
Fire
cult.
going, yeah.
Okay.
Once the storm's passed.
You're waiting
Yeah,
for the,
boy.
you're waiting for the storm to pass.
Well, wait till morning at least and see if it's letting up.
Yeah, we'll finish our long rest like super early in the morning, won't we?
Yeah, it'll be like 2 o'clock in the
So
morning.
wait,
We might as well just keep going until like
have breakfast,
6.
make a couple hours.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple hours.
We would have chilled a bit at night before we went to bed, just like
Okay, yeah, so it's kind of like just the crack of dawn. The rain is easing up a little bit, but it's kind of now. It's now what you would call just kind of a normal kind of downpour. It's no
Okay.
longer this kind of like torrential kind of monsoon weather. And you see the clouds are breaking up very slightly, but the sun is few and like far between, kind of like passing.
Okay.
And yeah, it's still raining pretty heavily.
no, now or never.
So yeah, you're about a day's travel away from Scarlet Moon Hall. You see kind of Feathergale Spire off to your right as you kind of like set off for the day.
I've if we do bump into the prison cell, I've got a pretty good idea of the surrounding area that I scouted out.
Excellent.
So we can choose where to go from there.
Nice.
So yeah, you after about another 6 or so hours of travel, you kind of arrive at the kind of the ruins of Scarlet Moon Hall. You see the rain has done this place no favors. The kind of like the pathway up to the Moon Hall itself is just this kind of like torrent of like still running kind of muddy water, and the kind of the hillside around it has kind of all the tents that were on the hill have kind of like fallen down, collapsed, and kind of like there's almost like a moat of kind of ruin around this kind of hill with this hall at the top.
I think first of all, from the prison, we know how to get to the office that Bastion was in, don't we? We've remembered how to get there.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
know that.
I think we should go there first, because I'm assuming that this Bruno and Jermaine will be
I'm not flying the Concords.
will be operating from there. If we can take one of those out on the way in. And,
You heard from Tsunami that they've headed downstairs.
Oh, they've headed downstairs.
They took everyone they could and headed downstairs to protect Vanifer,
Who's Vanifer?
the leader of the fire cult.
The initial leader.
The
That-
prophet of
that
the fire
one.
cult.
But
That one, indeed.
yeah.
That's Xenos.
The tiefling lady.
Yeah, Xenos.
Okay, they've gone to protect her,
Yes.
and everyone else has just been left to their own devices.
They've gathered anyone that was still loyal to Vanifer and headed downstairs from what Tsunami knows.
Everyone else, I assume, was trying to also get down there to stop her, maybe? Who knows? Cool shit.
Right, shall we?
Well, let's go to that office first anyway, because anyone who is in any position of power on the top level,
They'll probably be there, yeah.
There may not be anyone on the top level.
well, there may not be.
Sure.
I'm excited.
But why don't you just
Bounce into the
why don't
office.
you bounce us into the office and then
So, knowing what you know about the kind of layout and where you bumped into last time, just give me an investigation check, see if you can figure out kind of where you need to be to kind of like bump into the office.
doesn't matter, it's a natural one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering about using my point of inspiration. My investigation's poor anyway, so no, there's no point. It's a natural one, so I don't know.
You find it hard to kind of like in your mind pinpoint like where you would need to teleport to, kind of in the office in relation to where you are. How does Dimension Door work actually?
You just name a place
You
know, and you.
Oh, okay. Oh, then
Place
actually,
you can see or you can visualize.
okay. You can more or less visualize it. Yeah.
So I think I could get. It just says you get there. All right, I can take 2 people. Yeah.
You take one person with you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So me.
So,
Kirik's got the other dimension door. Kirik, do you have dimension door?
yeah, he does.
Yeah, boy.
So we can all just go.
You go to the prison. We'll go to the office, and we'll meet you. In the
Oh,
prison.
you want to like, enter with the party split?
Well, you guys don't know. You haven't been to the office before. You wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, we did. We all went in when we freed Cyclone.
That was prison.
Not Cyclone. What's his face?
Xenos.
Xenos, yeah. He was in the office.
Yeah, you didn't go to the office. We
Only they went to the office. They snuck in separately.
You guys mapped that with your brother.
Oh, yeah.
So
But
the prison isn't
If
far
I'm
away.
right, the office is literally just like around the corner from where like that secret door was with the tomb, and that's right by the prison, I think.
We might as well just all go to the prison.
But you can't, is the thing.
Why?
No,
Because you haven't.
you
We've
can't
been
go-
to the prison.
Yeah, they've been.
Oh,
everyone has
yeah,
been to the
you
prison.
can go to the prison.
Yeah,
sorry,
let's
I
all
meant
just go to the prison, and then we can...
It is a bit of a walk between those two places.
If we go to the prison, I can sneak up, run up, and just check it out.
Yeah.
and-
It saves time.
So you
Well,
will very easily.
It doesn't waste time, it saves danger.
You all can very easily visualize the kind of prison. Do you want to go into the corridor or into one of the cells?
Cells.
I will, just before Dimension Door goes off, prep Chill Touch to hit anyone who is present in the cell.
Okay, so yeah, you the four of you using Kirik's and Coludane's respective spell slots, open up the two doors and you all appear in this kind of you appear in the cell that Fork's brother was in.
Cool.
The door's still kind of busted open and you see the kind of chain that was holding him kind of in the corner, just like lying limp, and there doesn't seem to be anyone in here.
Sweet.
Can I have a look in all the cells?
Are you just gonna go on down them?
Yeah, I'll stealth.
I'm gonna stealth as well.
Yeah, as you you go down the cells, you see that there's no one alive in any of them. There are a few cells that have these kind of corpses in them that appear to have just
Wanted zombies.
it looks like they've either kind of famished and died of starvation, or you see some that have had their kind of throats cut.
Can I get... Are all the cell doors locked, I assumed?
The ones that have like corpses in are yes.
Do you want me to unlock them?
Yeah, sure. Saves my badge.
Any of the DCs higher
No.
than 23? Then I unlock them all.
Okay. I round up 3 of them, they're bods. And I'm casting whatever that spell is. Create Undead.
Okay.
So I've got 3 ghouls.
It's not nighttime.
Son of a fucking bitch.
If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have known it.
Yep. Well,
While you summon
At
your undead,
least
do
I'm being
you guys
honest.
want me to run up and just check the office and run back down?
that's a
I'd quite like to come with you.
I'm not planning on kill. I had Pentapeak was there.
Yeah,
I'll
if anyone
do-
gets killed, I'd like to be there. I love when people get killed.
we know. I'll do Animate Dead then.
Okay.
How many did we round up? How many corpses?
3. Sorry.
3 of them.
You need to know, I can make all of us invisible, but I can't make them. Well, I won't be able to make all of them
Yeah, but
invisible.
I want them.
Very useful.
Do you want to raise them now?
Yep.
How
Such
long
a-
does the spell take?
Such a
Just
slow brat.
10 minutes. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute, cool.
He's
So-
playing his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 additionals, so if it's 3rd, 4th, 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, why not? I'll do it at 5th level.
Okay.
And yeah, I now have 3 Zams, 2 Skellies.
I assume you got the extra ones from out of the bag.
Yeah.
Cool. So you see his kind of Fork like raise his arms. Oh, give me a d20 check, please.
It's a 15.
You're fine. You see his Fork kind of raise his arms. This kind of like purple black magic kind of comes out of the ground and kind of surrounds him as you see the kind of like it passes into these 5 corpses and animates their kind of skeleton.
That's
And,
still really
bodies.
fucked up. It's still really gross.
There we go, all done. On our way.
If I were to apply poison to a weapon,
Yes.
would the poison just last until used, or how long would it? Is there like a timer on it?
I'd say it would last for an hour
Okay,
on the weapon before it like spoils.
cool. Just noted for the future.
Okay,
Should we? So you guys were just looking through the cells. Did both of you guys look through the cells?
No,
Or was
I
it
just
Columbine?
I was just unlocking them.
Okay, then can you give me an investigation check, please?
I think my investigation's -1.
Yeah,
Yeah, 5.
but you had happy proficiency bonus as well.
Oh, 7.
Okay, cool.
Nothing.
May I, once I've done my raising, have an investigate?
Yes. Fork, as you pass to the last prison cell, you kind of peer through the bars, and with your kind of insane amount of like kind of
like with your insane perception, you kind of notice this kind of like seam around one of the kind of like this kind of unnatural seam around the kind of bricks in the back of the very last kind of right prison cell.
Ooh. Pop on in.
Okay, yeah, you if Cyclone opens the door, then
Oh, yeah.
Cyclone locks it, and you kind of like go up to this thing.
Secret door, secret door.
Yeah, and you push it, and it's kind of like.
Yay!
And you see before you dust and cobwebs fill an old dusty corridor. About halfway along the passage it widens into a small room where racks of rusted weapons and armours still stand. A gleaming shield hangs on the eastern wall.
Damn it.
Carrick, don't you use a shield?
Yeah, I'm been using a shield. It's a pretty old one. It's
Heading
pretty
up?
faded.
Yeah.
I'll head over.
Yeah, so you see this gleaming shield, which has it has a sprocket on the front that slowly turns clockwise, making one rotation per hour.
What's a sprocket? Like,
A hand.
Looks like a hand.
It's a clock. The
Oh.
shield is a clock.
That's cool. Does it seem like an actual shield, like it's functional?
Yeah, it's +1 shield.
Damn.
Done.
Alright.
It's a +1 shield with a clock on the front.
Can I investigate it first?
What are you investigating for?
Traps, wards.
If you're sensing for magical things, you can give me an Arcana, or if you're sensing for like physical traps,
May I assist him as I'm proficient with the arcans?
yes, you can have that at advantage.
Try searching for physical traps.
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. I can't check it. Advantage!
Investigation.
That's non-natural 20.
Hey!
17 for physical traps.
You seem, with kind of Cyclone and Fork helping you look over it, you can see that this doesn't appear to be trapped or magically kind of ill in any kind of way.
Can I have a sense of what kind of magic is on it?
I want to check it again. I want to check it again.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, the same result.
Okay.
What are you checking?
What kind of what magical properties it has? I don't know identify, so
The clock on the front has you would know from that check has charm enchantment magic on it.
okay.
Just to make it turn.
Okay, I don't have.
Well, I didn't need to get that fucking love potion then. Well, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna take it.
Why does this prevent you from having the love potion?
Well, no, because the love potion is just a charm thing anyway. So.
Oh, the shield doesn't charm people. It is charms to tell the time.
Oh, it's charms to tell the time.
Yeah, it's a clock on a shield.
Well, I'll tell you what fucking time it is. It's time to kick ass.
So yeah, you see as soon as you pick it up, the kind of sprocket resets, like right up to the top, and then starts ticking back around very slowly.
Oh, shit, is it counting down my death?
It rotates
Fuck.
once. It rotates once every hour.
So it's just the little hand on a clock. No, the big
So
hand.
it's how many out?
Alright, well.
Shall I identify it? I mean, I only get one today.
If I put my old shield up,
I've
do
told you
think they'll
everything
notice?
about it.
Cool.
If I put my old shield up, do you think they'll notice?
Is
No,
there
probably not. I'm
there
going to
any-
be watching the door.
any other exits out of this room?
I'm gonna put it up.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my old shield up and take this one.
Okay. You do. You kind of like your old shield kind of hangs there. It's not quite as magnificent as this one, but yeah, it's on there. There. Fork again. If you're in the corridor, you
Oh, yeah.
see at the other end there is another secret door.
I'll
at
push
the
it.
end of this corridor. As you push it, it kind of again
Just gonna
opens
find
up into the kind of the rear end of kind of this kind of series of bookcases you see before you
Oh.
as you appear to have entered into a library. A faint odour emanates from this dark place which holds the chill of the grave. Strange mounds run the length of the room and look like furrows for planting. Oh, actually there are no bookshelves. The mounds are the decayed remains of bookshelves.
Oh. I'll have a search at least, see if there's anything.
You kind of take through and you find odd pages and kind of like mouldering remains of kind of like book covers and kind of like bookcases, but nothing that you can really read.
Shame. Any other exits to this room or?
Yes. You kind of came into the back, so if you go to kind of the front of the room, there's like a pathway off to the right.
Okay, cool.
It's I'll do a little map.
Do a
roll.
map.
These are always terrible.
While they're going through the book stuff, we'll sneak on up to the office
Okay.
just to see. Stealth. 23.
15.
18.
8 pounds.
So the P is the prison corridor, the A is where you found the shield, and the L is the library. So you're heading back to the office.
Yeah.
So yeah, you head in the opposite direction from the way that they're going.
Do you want invisibility on the two of us or no?
I'm alright for now.
You know that there's actually two ways to go to this office. There's the way with the secret door, and there's the way that you exited the office, basically.
Go away with the secret door, because that'll probably be...
What secret?
Would anyone like a drink while I'm up?
Can you get a glass of water, please?
Water. Elliot?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I've got orange
Joe,
juice.
do you want anything?
Could you bring me my orange juice?
Can I get a sense of belonging?
No.
Fresh out.
Can I get orange
That's
juice
fair
from the
enough.
fridge?
If I had one, I'd keep it for myself.
He won't bring it. You go in secret way.
You go in the secret way. Okay. As you you go up to the right through this big corridor, which you know is kind of way back to the entrance that leads down from the Scarlet Moon Hall, you arrive back in this kind of hexagonal room that you've been to before, but where there was four kind of pillars of stone in this room before, you see as they are now pillars of magma dripping down from the ceiling through the floor and somewhere underground. These kind of four like magma pillars boiling down from the
This is
roof.
in the office.
And no, not in the office. This is just in one of the corridors that you had passed through before. These used to be stone pillars, and they now seem to have transmuted into magma. And just written on the wall in blood is "IMIX defend us."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Great, we turned it into Fallout.
Unnerving.
Thank you.
That's pretty fucking metal.
Can you grab my orange juice?
And yeah, you see kind of up the stairs. Are you just continuing on? Passing through these?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. As you pass by, this kind of intense heat is given off by these magma columns. But as long as you don't touch them, you are fine. And you head up the stairs to the left to where you know the secret door to Bastion's office is. You just going on through?
Yeah.
Can we listen at the door for speech inside?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
10.
Can't hear anything.
Oh wait, actually, sorry, my perception is it's 14. Okay.
You still can't hear anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Empty. Not only empty, but ramshackled. Like, looted.
All good.
Yeah.
I start back down to them. Carry on through this secret way, I guess.
The secret way.
There's only the route back,
Yeah.
which is the way you just came.
Yeah, I mean, go back down to where
Go back to
Falk
the
and
library.
Kirik are in that secret room.
Okay, yeah, so you head all the way back through the prison, and yeah, you meet up with Fork and Kirik because they're kind of searching through the remains of this library area.
We're all good.
Maybe you are, but there are a lot of destroyed books here.
Thanks, Jamie.
I like books.
Seems some of the stone upstairs has turned into magma,
All good.
and blood written on the wall saying "IMIX defend us."
Oh, good.
So cult things.
Yeah. Cult.
Right. Which way do we want to go? Do we want to go?
Down.
Did you say IMIX defend us out loud?
Mhm.
Did you say IMIX defend us
He
out
did.
loud?
Just did you?
Okay.
Amazing.
Hate you. Okay.
Do we want to go this way or this way? Cool. I will go out ahead as usual.
Go right ahead, sir.
Catch you guys in a bit, and I will
Goodbye.
glug my potion of invisibility.
Okay. You turn invisible.
And I will.
Which way are you heading? The
That way there.
that way there. Okay. You head into this
I'll be 30 feet ahead of everyone.
Okay, you head into this kind of long corridor that has kind of stairs at the very far end, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 130 feet ahead of you, there's some stairs, and about 50, 60, and 80, and 90, there's 3 doors on your left-hand side and 1 door on the right-hand side.
Are the stairs going up or down?
Up.
Okay. No one in this
Just slightly.
No one in this room?
This is just one long-ass corridor.
Cool. That was stealth, invisibility. That is a 29.
Cool. Where you going?
First door on the left.
First door on the left.
Check it for traps. 15.
No traps.
Cool. I'll crack it open.
Two bookshelves stand in opposite corners of this room. Between them stands a bed. A pair of chairs flank a brazier in another corner. Lying in the middle of the floor is an individual with a warrior's physique, his wrist and ankles bound with rope. He has been beaten.
Is he dead?
He looks close to death. You see, as this is another kind of water cultist, this is one of the Crushing Wave Reavers, kind of this to be the kind of lowest level of the water cult guys, just lying there unconscious and bound on the floor.
Cool. I'll take like a bit of chalk or charcoal from my pack because I know that they're following me. I'll draw an arrow into that room. It's like simple to them to go in there, and then I'll just move on to the next door, and so on.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
That's clever. I like that. Have a point of inspiration for that.
Hey. We go up behind and spot the arrow on the floor. So,
Yeah.
a trap. Go the other way.
Okay, so you're heading into the next room. You cracking it open?
Check the traps. 15 again.
Cool. The smell of old iron and dust fills this room. Great heaps of junk are stacked everywhere. In some places, the collection is neat and orderly, while others it's a tumbled mess. This appears to just be a junk room.
Cool. Right on the floor. Junk room, and then next door.
Same.
Same thing. Right on the floor. Junk room again.
And then there's the one door on the right-hand
Do
side.
that one as well before you swap over to those guys.
Okay, again, you check the traps and there's none there. A complex assortment of gears, flywheels, drive shafts and levers fills most of the northern half of this chamber. It is clear that someone has done some repair work on it recently, for numerous parts look brand new, and the entirety gleams from having recently been polished and lubricated.
I'll have a search around this room, I guess, if there's anything interesting.
You give me a... either give me an investigation check, or you can give me just a straight intelligence check to see if you can guess what this machinery does.
There's 7 bonus on each. Nope. 3.
You have no idea. It just seems to be some kind of machinery that controls something.
Cool. Then I'll call over to them. Hey, one of you come and look at this room. I'll watch.
Okay, fine. Head on over. What kind of investigation?
Yeah, or straight intelligence to try and work out what it does.
I'll go for investigation for now. Just see what I can find out. Find in the room, see if it helps me figure out what it does for now. That is a 28.
You see some kind of like pipes and kind of like leading out of the wall behind it. You think it controls something else inside this kind of temple.
Okay, in which case I'll try and figure out what it is then. With a crit 20.
You know this is from kind of your like deductions about what where it is leading and
The
also
deer stalker's on.
Pardon?
The deer stalker's on.
Yeah. And also from knowing a little bit about this place, you know that this is the kind of the engine room for the controls to open and close the magma forges that you saw the Azers working on the last time you were in here.
Oh yeah. That's what that is.
If we close off the forges, would people come to investigate?
Maybe. I mean, this place is kind of deserted and seems to have become riot.
It'd be a good way to ambush some people.
Maybe. Might as well shut them off the yard.
Oh, it's not actually where you control it from. This is just the engine room. This is where the mechanical bit of the machinery is.
Ron, someone give me a big stick.
I don't have one.
No? Alright.
Stand for thunder and lightning. Just leave it here. Yeah, you're just beating it up.
Yeah, might as well destroy it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not, because that'll break my invisibility.
Okay.
I set the zombies on it, like, you three, destroy this thing.
Yeah, they start to like tear apart the kind of like mechanical components of it, and after about like 10 minutes or so, it kind of lies kind of in a smoking ruin, and you kind of hear some kind of machinery clunk over kind of somewhere in the distance.
Good, now put it back together.
The zombies just like sweat. Like,
did I say you could perspirate? No. Didn't think so. Okay, I'm joking, you don't need to rebuild it, just keep following.
Yeah. So we just where should we go now?
There's that room with the book and the dude.
Was a book in the dude?
Yeah. There's a tied up dude on the floor that I drew an arrow into the room.
Oh, yeah, let's go for him.
yeah, you get to him. He's unconscious on the floor.
Okay, what does he look like?
Water cultist,
Okay.
lowest level kind of water cultist.
Oh, water cult, okay. Are we allies with them at the moment? Like, Earth cult?
Ish.
Yeah. All right.
Very much so. Mirage is working to bring the two cults together.
She is. Give him a bit of a slap. Try and wake him up.
Doesn't wake.
Does he have a pulse?
He has a very weak pulse. You see, he's kind of like, he is very physically like bruised, beaten, and like it seems that he was left here to die.
Okay, Kirik, could you just a little bit of a heal on this gentleman, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright.
Just wake him up.
I will do Healing Word. So that's 1d4 plus 8. Which, if I can find a d4, is 11 dams. Heal
Yep.
for 11.
So yeah, you see it's kind of go.
Hello, friend.
Who are you?
The Earth cultists.
Did Tsunami send you?
Not necessarily. We saw him on the way. Didn't.
He was part. I was part of his original party.
Ah.
So now I to spy on the fire cult.
I assume he's dead. He thought you were dead then.
Yeah, I thought I was dead.
You're not. For now.
Who are
Let's
you?
have blindfold him. I'm Theand from the Earth cult.
Oh. Are you here to save me, Theand?
Yes, why not?
Can you get me out of these bonds?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. I'll bind him.
Thank you.
Also, with your investigation in this room, sorry, I should have said earlier. There are
You spot the fact that it's a mask that he's wearing.
you especially spot that there are some very kind of fancy-looking books in this room. You
Oh.
think they're in total the kind of fancy ones would be worth about 250 gold pieces.
So you actually hold there. We'll free you in a sec.
I'll free him while you're doing it.
You do that. The books, and I go up and have a peruse.
And the only other item that seems to be in the room is kind of this urn with ashes in it.
Okay.
You taking it?
Can I have a look at the ash? See if there's like anything buried within. I don't necessarily want
I'm
to
glad
touch
you mentioned that.
I don't want to
There's
touch
170 gold pieces buried in the ash, as well as 10 gems worth 50 gold pieces each.
That's sort of 670 gold total.
it. 670.
Yeah, as you kind of pick up this
100 each
vase,
and 200 the group fund.
as you kind of pick up this
We
vase,
have a group
I
fund.
thought we had a group fund.
Not with this party.
Oh, yeah, no,
we were all very much
no,
against.
no one want that. One for each then.
I'll just take. Yeah, right. I won't do it.
yeah, you kind of pick up this urn, you kind of like give it a little bit of a shake, and you hear this kind of like clicking sound at the bottom.
Money.
And you kind of like this chap, Orgal, kind of stands up and he says, "Oh well, what's the plan here? Where is everyone? They seem to have disappeared. Look, they just beat me and left."
Interesting.
Have you not seen? When was the last time you saw a member of the fire cult?
Oh, nearly. I don't know. I kind of lost track of time. Over a day ago.
Okay. Did any of them say anything about where they might be going?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay. Well. What do we want to do, chaps?
I would
Well.
like to leave.
Okay,
Okay.
well.
Do we know the way
do you
out or?
find your own way out, or?
Yeah, we do.
Are there
know
any?
we are.
Are there cultists still here?
It's
No.
kind of no. They've all
Not
left.
that we know of. Anyway, we've had a quick look around. We can't find any. But you know,
I'm not entirely certain of the way out, but I mean, if there's absolutely no one here, I'm sure I can work it out.
Just keep heading upwards.
Is there like a central room to this place?
Yes, it's the forge.
Okay. Do I know?
That's the place I saw the free tea and all that lot.
Are they? Have you checked there now?
No, we've not.
No,
Kind
yeah.
of gone in the opposite
Okay.
direction.
All right. Then we should probably check there in the secret
Follow the
reviews.
secret
You've
route.
basically been going. You basically have gone into almost every area but that area.
Nice.
And two other kind of areas.
Nice. Right. We might as well.
Double
Head
back
over
into
there.
the forge.
Yes. Why not? Come with us for a second. We'll figure out just how clear this place is.
So you actually see from this room, there's kind of a staircase leading down into what the area that you know to be the magma forge.
Okay. I'll have a quick peek from a distance, see if there's anyone in there.
Do you want me? I'm invisible.
Oh, good point. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll stealth down there. Do you want me to re-roll stealth or?
Nah, you can
Cool.
keep your same stealth roll. You see before you the forge is now this kind of river of magma, kind of flowing, and this kind of like the barrier that you saw that would usually like hold the magma here so they could use it in the forges is just
open up wide, and there's kind of this magma river is just flowing into this chasm. No one seems to be working this forge anymore.
All clear.
Okay, in which case I bring everyone back and I send in one of my zombies
Yeah.
to just find something metal and grab something else metal and just hit them against each other and make a shit ton of noise if it draws any attention.
I'll be in the room with the zombie when it does this.
Which room?
The forge.
Okay. Okay. Are you all staying in this room while it does this?
No. If you got it,
I will be.
you're going to stay in there. We'll hide back in the room where we found what's called this boy.
Okay. Cool.
Just I want to know how busy this place is.
You kind of you hear this clanging and it's ringing for about how long are you doing it for? Just
Until Cyclone comes back and says there's nothing.
so it's going for about a minute or so. And what you guys in the room hear are these kind of enormous footsteps pass by the door. I'm assuming you've kept it closed.
Yeah.
Pass by the door, kind of heading
How far
on the
is
way.
the forge from the room that we were in? Sorry.
It is 20 foot to your left and then 20 foot down the stairs.
Okay, so not far.
Can I, once it's past, oh, I'm not that stealthy, never mind.
And yeah, you see as it kind of like...
I'd point towards where I know Cyclone is and go, big thing coming with message.
Good.
We did work out message can't go through walls though.
Did we work that out?
Yes.
My apologies, I don't do that. Did we finally figure that out? Damn it.
Pilchard mentioned it in the session.
Then who am
where
I
it was
talking
used
to?
The
to. Yeah, so you just hear these massive footsteps. Cyclone, what you see coming down these steps, what was your stealth roll again?
29.
29. Doesn't have blind sight, it does not. With a nat 20.
Cool. I am invisible as well.
You are invisible, but
You
kind
still
of
have a telltale shimmer.
see as this thing kind of sniffs the air, kind of like seeing the zombie, but like kind of
What are with these nat 20s today?
What your perception?
it kind of looks towards the zombie and just unleashes its fiery breath as you see come down this corridor a chimera.
Oh, have you just, because we had this conversation the other day of like, what haven't we fought in D&D? Have you just put all of them in that I haven't said?
This bookmark has been in this book for 2 months now.
Fair enough. Because it was the purple one, they're like the two that I was like, these are the two I've never fought, and both of them
I know,
one
it was
sesh.
great because
Yeah.
I knew what was about to come up. You can see this. How close are you standing to the zombie?
Not close, like
Hugging it.
like 30 feet, 30, 40 feet away.
Filleting it.
If it's a big room, that is.
I'm going to say you'd be just on the edge of this. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw at advantage because you don't know it doesn't know you're entirely there.
23.
Cool. That passes. Can you make a save for your zombie?
A dex?
Yeah.
That's the bad news about zombie dex. It's a real no. Oh, yep, that's a 2.
Okay.
Oh, there we are.
Tom broke his neck, everyone.
Hooray!
Tune in next stream to see me die.
We're going to keep him alive for the next week just to see how it goes.
The zombie takes 26 fire damage.
It's still alive.
Damn.
Can you roll for initiative, please?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm going to use my point of inspiration for that. Much better.
Sweet. Calling you down.
17.
What's your dex bonus?
+3.
Cyclone.
24.
Fork.
Sixton.
And Kirik.
5.
Your zombies go on your turn, don't they?
They do.
Cool. Up first, Cyclone. You see this kind of Chimera has unleashed this kind of breath weapon against both kind of you and the zombie. It doesn't exactly know where you are, but you get the feeling it has smelled out something here that's not this zombie.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of at the foot of this stairs. Just kind of all you can really see at this stage are its kind of 2 front line legs and the 3 kind of heads just poking out.
Okay. What kind of action would it be to apply poison to a blade?
Probably just to get it out and apply it to the blade. I'm going to say that'd be a main action.
Okay. I'm not going to do that then. In that case, I will bonus action flick out my boots.
Okay.
Run up and attack him with my 9 life stealer.
Okay.
At advantage, kind of invisible.
Cool.
That's a hit. That's a 32.
That definitely hits it.
Cool. That's nice. 10, 20, 29, 31, 32, 33, 38 points of damage as I appear next to it.
Yeah, so you just run up and you just kind of like kick across, like, and you manage to like catch the goat head in the throat and deal this pretty nasty damage as you appear kind of before it. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's me.
That's you. Colney Dane, you're up next. You've heard this kind of like you've heard this kind of roar and this kind of like this sound of like rushing wind. What you did?
I'm gonna head to that room, I guess.
Okay. Are you just standard moving? You kind of because you can get to about the top of the stairs with your standard move.
I'll dash. There's nothing else I can do.
Okay, yeah, you dash and you kind of you're greeted with the kind of rear end of this this chimera. You can just see from this end you see these kind of goat legs and these dragon wings kind of filling up most of the space in front of you.
Gross. And biotically inspire quick.
For yourself.
Cyclone, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, up next is the Chimerio. It's going to attempt its bite and its one with its horns, one with its claws. Okay, it's going to use all its attacks against you. So no.
That's absolutely fine.
Who has to go for at the moment? First attack is a non-nat 20. Horns is a miss. And claws is 19. That matches your AC. So bite and claws hit. So that is. You take 10, 16, 24 damage.
Is that total?
That is total between the 2 attacks.
Okay. Can I uncanny dodge one of them?
Yes, just half it and then take half of one of those. So like as if it did equal damage on each one, because I rolled it all together.
That's good. So it'd be what, 12 or
24, yeah, 2 12s.
So yeah, you would
so
take
12. So I'd reduce it by 6.
Yeah.
So 18 damage. So 17 from 90 is cool.
Right, that's its it's 5 breath recharges. Okay, and that's its go.
Cool.
Yep. Up next is Fork.
Cool. So, running down in that direction,
Okay.
followed by my 2 Zams and Skells.
Yep.
I'm going to do one of them sick old little spells the kids are talking about by the name of Cone of Cold.
You will catch Cyclone in this.
Is there any... Oh, I guess I will. You've used
And
your
your-
uncanny dodge.
And your zombie.
Zombie will be fine. I'll blight it. Why the dickens not?
Okay, what
So
do you
I
do?
need a con save, I believe.
None that 20.
Non that 20, it passes. So I need 4d8 if I can scrounge him. Just one way of doing it. Yeah, that was truly awful. Bless you. 10, 20, 30, so 15 dams.
15 damage, yes.
15 dams, and I then command my undead legions to kill the beast.
Okay.
So they will do their kill attacks.
Make your attacks with them.
Okay, so the 3 zombies are all going to run in.
Okay.
The one that's damaged, so I have my proficiency to its attack. So you've got +3 to hit. Nice. That's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to roll that. Yeah,
Roll a 0.
No, I rolled like a 10.
Okay.
Second one. Barely any better. 12 plus 4, so 16.
That hits.
Hey! Cool. So it's 1d6. So 4 plus 1. 9.
Okay.
And then the third and final one. A lot less. 7's 14.
To hit.
Yep.
Hits.
Hey! Low AC. Hey, max damage too, so that's 11.
Cool.
Then my 2 skellies take their shots.
Cool.
Oh, fucking hell, skellies. Yeah, those probably won't hit. First one is 10.
Nope.
Second one is 13, 17.
Hits.
Cool. 10 more dams.
Cool.
Cool.
Do you add your proficiency to their damage as well?
I do, yeah.
That
That's
is pretty
wild.
good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Up next is
Kirik. You've been deserted in this room. The only other person in there is Goral, the cultist.
You've muted yourself again.
Or Growl even.
I'll turn to Growl and I look at him and say, "You think they need do you need any help?
Probably.
Should we go?
I'm not going to.
I'll stay here then for a bit.
God,
If they need me, they'll call me.
Kirik!
It's not your turn yet, so.
I use my reaction.
Okay, yeah, you can use the reaction to do that.
Sweet.
Yeah, you hear it as Fork cries out, saying, "Kirik!"
Do I actually hear it?
Yep.
Damn it!
Actually, yeah, with your past perception, you almost certainly hear it.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like they were calling for you.
Who's Kirik?
It's a nickname I go by when we're good mates. Do you know what I'm gonna?
He's gonna make.
We're gonna have to kill this person now because you just fucking blown our cover.
Isn't Kirik one of those adventurers?
And he kind of looks at you, and he kind of looks at your bulky form in this kind of stone cold.
Fucking
robes.
kill him. Kill him now.
He's only got 11 HP, Joe. You can take him out.
I will cast. Oh, I can't do this. Sacred Flame on him.
You are currently within 5 feet of him, so a spell attack would be a disadvantage.
It's a save.
Is it a save? Is Sacred Flame a save or a spell attack?
It's a deck save.
It's a save.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. What does he have to do?
Deck save.
Dexterity saving throw.
What's your DC?
16.
I need to check his stats. It's close.
We have got to kill this guy.
I'm not sorry.
We have got to kill this guy.
What's Kirik's name? I don't think Kirik.
Don't know. You guys had to keep track of
It
that.
was Sheila.
Sheila.
What's
It's a
he?
good thing. And I was
Everyone thought he was dead anyway. Like, he wasn't.
He passes with a 17.
Oh no.
I've been getting away with Dynacol for quite a while.
Does it do damage on a half?
No, that's a cantrip.
Okay, yeah. He just kind of like he sees this and like he's like as he kind of turns towards you.
that was fucking weird. What was that?
And yeah, you see as he kind of draws his knife. Oh, now I need to roll him in the initiative order.
Yay! You got bonus action, Joe.
Shit.
I healed him for
it doesn't
11,
matter if I'm
didn't
going by
I?
Dynacol. I could go by Collier.
Pardon?
Don't know me.
I healed him for 11, didn't I?
Yes.
How high do you have to roll to figure out who we
It was
were?
DC 15.
Oh.
Alright. Where is it? Read thoughts. Fuck, that's an action.
Good.
Shit.
Say,
Damn it.
spirit weapon, Joe. Spirit weapon.
No, I'm just seeing if there's something non-lethal I can do.
It is. It's modified memory, and only Coludane has it.
You could
Alright.
claw him as a bonus action, or use spirit.
I'll use spirit weapon.
Okay, so yeah, this pickle appears behind him. Does it attack the first time it's in range?
It does.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast it at level.
Does it do extra stuff?
4. Level 4.
Every 2 levels it ups in damage.
Okay, yeah, so this big pickle mace, this throbbing pickle mace appears behind
Oh god.
Why'd you have to say throbbing?
Ogle, or whatever the fuck his name is. It's not going to matter. He's been dead
Ogilvy.
soon. And yeah, make the spell attack.
So that's 19.
Hits.
And that's 3d8.
Yeah, he's bugged.
No, 2d8, sorry.
No. You cast it at a high level though.
Yeah, with spirit weapons,
Yeah,
way it
it's
only
for
goes up
every
in
two
levels.
the 2 levels.
That is enough. That is 16.
That is one more than his current health. So yeah,
Hey!
he's kind of like this pickle just like appears behind him, and just mashes him into the floor.
Oh my
Fuck,
god.
just fucking seriously.
And yeah, you're splattered with kind of his viscera and like the gore all over you, and yeah,
Pickle juice.
pickle juice.
I don't think I can revive this time.
Holy pickle.
Yeah, he's just a stain on the floor.
At least it was quick.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'm gonna start begrudgingly. I'm gonna like really stomp my feet, walking down.
Yeah, you Fork and Coludane,
I'm
you
gonna
see
shout, I'm gonna shout, he's fucking dead.
it's kind of dragging his feet, kind of like comes back
Covered
to
in
you
blood,
guys,
viscera.
covered in blood.
What happened?
He's fucking dead, you realised.
Why?
Because you shouted Kirik, you fucking idiot.
Guys, slightly more pressing matters here. Goat head.
Back to the top.
I've got my boys on it, it's fine.
Main action, attack with Night Lime Stealer.
Cool.
There is a skeleton zombie within.
Non-natural 20.
Hits.
Cool, sneak attack.
Oh my god!
10, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 34 points of damage. And then bonus action, dagger in my other boot.
Doesn't matter. How do you kill it?
Hey!
Nice. It's got 3 heads.
Yep.
In one swipe of my foot, I slit all 3 of their throats.
Yep, that happens. You're kind of like, it digs into like the dragon head right at the end, as it kind of like, you see the embers try to like rise its mouth as it tries to muster the energy for one last fire breath, and then it just kind of die out, and you just kind of like leaks out of the kind of hole in its chest.
That was incredibly cool. Fuck. Wow.
Well, I guess you didn't fucking need me then.
Oh well, shame about the other guy.
Is it? It was a cultist.
Well, I mean, we should probably try really hard not to blow our cover again in
You
future.
know, we could
Yeah,
have
that's my
just
point.
tried to convert him back, but
Seems weird that this place is just completely abandoned.
No, apart from that thing.
Apart
No one
Well, I
else
suppose
came.
Anyone who wasn't loyal to her would have just left, and anyone who was has gone downstairs. So.
Oh, they're all dead.
We need to find a way down.
Yeah, well, should we just clear the floor? Have we cleared this whole floor now?
Do you say there's a big old schism in this room?
In this room,
Yeah.
there is a chasm that the lava is pouring into.
That's the one.
Yes.
Can I take a peek, see if there's anything in there?
Lava.
Alright. What's that like?
Does it just lead down to a pool of lava?
Yes. It's a
Okay.
river. You see, it's just a chasm that leads to a river of lava.
Does the river lead anywhere?
I can go
Back
down
into
and
the
check.
earth.
Okay, so there's not like a tunnel.
And not as far as you can tell.
I could go down and check.
If you want.
I don't think it's necessary. I'm
Um,
sure if it's important, we'll find it later.
I mean, there's a kitchen somewhere near here that had another way going off of it from last time I remember. So there are a few places we can check. So
Yeah, we'll just keep exploring.
Should we just sweep this whole floor?
Yeah, why not?
that's the plan.
Okay, so you see as you kind of all enter this kind of forge area, you see this kind of pathway off to the right-hand side, kind of leads through the stone. You see this kind of like glowing red light coming from that direction.
Sneak on over that way.
Okay.
26.
Doesn't matter. At the end of this passage, a wooden platform similar to a drawbridge extends out to a large, irregularly shaped vertical shaft, perhaps 50 feet across. A large stone disc, about 12 feet in diameter, hovers next to the wooden extension. The shaft rises into inky blackness overhead, but a flickering ruddy light is visible far below.
Seems like a lift.
It does indeed.
I'll walk out and stand on it.
Okay, you do that.
I'll follow then. Yeah.
Might as well go with me and my zombies. They're carrying me, by the way.
You've got a special chair built with it.
It's one of those. What are they called?
Yeah.
A litter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all really buff and oiled for some reason.
Yeah.
They're all the mountain.
Yeah.
That's like carrying you.
They all look like Brian.
That's not okay.
I sculpted them.
Yeah.
Are you all standing on this disc?
Yeah.
I mean, me personally not, but yes.
Okay. What you do?
Any buttons around?
Do you have any fire spells? You could like fling at the ground. It's like when she's eating a biscuit.
It's like when you walk some digestives along.
Have a look around the room, see if there's anything else worth noting, or is it just...
It's just a enormous chasm that looks like it has been like carved with magma.
Okay. And how is this lift held?
It's floating.
Okay, that's
It's
the
a
weird
disc
bit.
floating in the middle, and the way you got onto it is just this wooden kind of drawbridge that leads out to it.
Can I have a look around and see
Oh,
if I can figure out how it might go down?
I was going to say, can I lift up the drawbridge?
From the other side.
From being on the platform?
No.
No? Oh, it opens that way.
It's so it mechanically operates from the side, not on the floating platform.
Okay.
Does it look like lava pours over this or pours through it? Or
Four, give me a stone cunning check at disadvantage. 'Cause
Yeah!
it's not fully fallen.
Oh my god, a disc.
Wow. You see as his tongue fully extends so that it like about 20 feet so it can hit the wall.
Well, what the
I can do that once!
It's the dwarvish blood in me, you see. Still, do I add anything to it, or...?
You can add half your proficiency.
Cool, so a non-nat 20. I rolled an 18 and a 20.
Fair enough.
You would note that this shaft seems to have been crafted by magma, but it doesn't appear that
So was mine.
that any magma has like come down here since it was built.
Okay. Interesting.
So it looks like it can't be operated from anywhere but the land.
It doesn't... We don't know what operates it, even slightly.
What operates from the land is the drawbridge, not the disc itself.
Yeah. So maybe if I pop one of my zombies over to lift up the drawbridge.
Yeah.
what if that engine room was what powered this lift?
You know that you don't think it does. You think that was what controlled the magma force.
Yeah. Either way, I send my zombie to lift up the drawbridge from the other side.
Okay. He walks across it. Does the drawbridge. It kind of like comes up and it goes. It like extends all the way back, so it's like leaning on the pathway that you walked into this room from.
Okay, put it back down.
And yeah.
Cool.
Is there any other... I'm going to go over to where the zombie is.
Okay.
Is there any other buttons on here? Can I have a look?
There are no buttons in this room.
Do you
I'm
think?
going to do the fire cult symbol. It was that, wasn't it?
Yep. You do that. Nothing happens.
Oh.
Protect us?
Okay. So, something happens, but the disc stays.
Oh
stationary.
god.
If possible, is it just like a straight shaft, like down? Like how far?
It's a bit curved.
Good.
I'm just going to quickly command the zombie on the other side to just put his hand on Colude's shoulder.
No,
It's
you
like-
shrugged that off.
Hey.
That's getting shrugged off.
Just keep telling him repeatedly.
You can't see the bottom.
I could get down there.
That would be fun. For you. God, I've only just realised that Falk's doing a Bane voice.
It would be extremely painful.
I'm a necromancer. Do we want to explore anywhere else, or...?
I'm not too sure. Kira, can your knowledge god provide any insight to this?
I I feel like your accentuation of the word inside. I'm guessing you want me to do something in particular.
No, just anything generally. Really, you seem to have good ideas.
Okay. I will pray. I could do divine. I don't really want to do divine intervention because I'm not. I don't want to intervene, but.
Plus,
At
it's
least
only
try
you can only use that like once a day, can't you?
Yeah, once a day, and it's been a day though.
Oh yeah, true. Forgot I was against the worm.
So I could do it. Should I? Let's do it.
Why not?
Divine intervention, my boy.
On the way.
How do we make this lift work?
If this goes off.
I want to know. I'm gonna pray to my god Della to know everything about this place and what's happened in the past few hours.
Okay.
And the lift, and about the lift.
Well, that's what I assume will be in part of that. All right. No.
Just imagine Keurig standing on the lift going,
No, not answering.
Putting my hands together. And then nothing happens.
oh.
Gently
Don't say
shit.
anything though. Or is he like getting sick of me calling him now that he's given me his number?
You hear this kind of faint voice in your head, and you hear the words, "Fire node."
Fire node.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Fire node.
There's a fire node.
Is there anything nearby that looks like it could be like a conduit for?
Like a gem. Anything glowing.
Anything that we could light?
They're a giant eyeball I could shoot an arrow through.
It's just stone all the way up and down in this room.
I'm just gonna cast Fairy
I'm
Fire.
gonna go back and look in the forge, see if there's
Okay.
anything fiery or nodey.
It's a lot of fire.
Just casting Fairy Fire, do nothing.
Nope. Give me a investigation check.
12.
Can't see anything that would match that description or anything that you could imagine would match that description. Any of you could give me a history check at Dis.
Yeah, go on. I am proficient. If that affects anything.
12.
At Dis,
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
Mine's 13.
You would know from that kind of roll, you'd know that the fire node, just from like being in the stone cult and like the water cult like a lot, just kind of like being around this kind of like these elemental people, you would have heard them discuss things called nodes. And as far as you can tell, the nodes seem to be the names of the places that lie beneath the city of Tybus.
Oh, okay. So that's where we're headed. To the fire node. I say it out loud. To fire node. Nope, okay.
All the lights turn on.
Yeah!
It is blindingly brilliant. Coludane dies.
Edon Aerith.
Tire Basil.
That's what I say.
I love this.
Keurig just shouts out, Edon Aerith.
Nothing happens.
Fuck, I thought that was gonna
I just
work.
jump on the
Give me a deck save.
Not jumping off.
I know.
Fuck you, man.
You fall off.
11.
Yeah, you're fine.
What would have happened?
If you crit failed, you would have slipped off.
I'm stumped.
And so I cast. I don't have any fire-based cantrips.
I don't. You know, I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame, even though I know it's radiant damage.
Nothing happens.
I'll just get like, I guess we've got fire starting stuff. I'll just like light a bit of paper on fire and just like throw it on the floor.
Nothing happens.
Maybe it's elsewhere.
Maybe, but also, this is intriguing.
It is.
Yeah, can you just tell us if this is the way that we need to go?
Can I cast Scrying? Oh my god.
He's just like lounging back, eating a bag of chips. Like,
It's just like 7 missed calls from Keurig.
you see him. You see as you're calling, he looks at his phone, thinks for a bit, and then puts it back down.
Oh, the pickle guy again.
Well, as we're stumped here, and as you're kind of all standing upon this this circular disc of mystery. I think that's where I'm going to call
Oh,
the session
man.
for
Good.
today. Thank you to my lovely players for playing. And
Fuck you.
yeah, if you aren't already aware, we have just started a brand new Pirates themed campaign. We are going to be playing that next Sunday evening. We might be throwing in a few sessions of this, maybe possibly in between then and now. But yeah, this is going to be a campaign that is much less scheduled than Pirates. Yeah, we are hoping to do the Pirates campaign every other Sunday,
Yes.
and we're going to be trying to get this in as much as we can. So thank you very, very much for watching. We have been Nifty. You have been the D. Thank you to Ferrets for coming over from his channel I Need Ferrets. Let's link down below from that. And joining us for this session, and we will hopefully see you again soon. Thank you very much.
Sayonara.
Peace.
Stay nifty!
Woo!
Joe, that is not your line.
Who's ferrets?
Fucking dare you.
Ferrets.
Not you.
Ferrets.